Now we have audio. That'll
Okay.
help. Yeah, that'll help a little bit. So, yeah, we should be live now.
Okay.
As far as I can tell. Typically we are, but it takes a few seconds to make sure that somebody's actually in the chat room.
Happy holidays.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
How are yours?
Bruno's backside says happy holidays.
Yeah, he's just happy.
Yeah, he is very happy.
How are you?
Mine was good. I had a very quiet Christmas at home, which was really nice. And
You actually made it home?
I actually made it home. Yes, I actually made it home. So the coolest thing I think I got for Christmas, certainly the thing I've spent the most time on, I finally got a Nintendo Switch.
What game have you been spending your time on?
What do you think? Breath of the Wild.
It's either that or Animal Crossing.
That's true. No, it's been Breath of the Wild. I've been playing Nintendo's Grass Simulator. Yeah. It's been great. I've actually played it every Christmas for the past couple of years, either on my, pretty much on my son's Switch. He moved away, so took his game with him. It's like, well,
Time to get your own.
time to get my own.
And Bruno says hello.
And Bruno says hello. How about you?
Oh, I had a lovely, just chilled out. I spent it with my sisters.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can't complain. Ate lots of delicious food.
Nice.
Got everything I could ever want.
Okay.
I got a robe.
You got a robe. Nice. Okay, very cool.
No,
I got socks. Which is actually pretty cool.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Got it refresh. Didn't realize how much you needed it.
Look, I have socks that only have one hole. The hole your foot goes in. This is cool.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Is it happening? Oh, it's happening.
All right, I have to go grab the project.
You go grab the project. Fine, go grab the project. So, hello everyone. I'm standing here just chatting away with Felicia. Welcome to my live stream. Hello, my name is Odin. Welcome to the channel Odin Makes. And it's Monday's live stream. Every Monday we've been live streaming from noon till about 2 o'clock. And we've been, we being me and Felicia, she was here and is coming back.
Hi.
We've been working on the Witcher armor. What we've been making is the vanilla Witcher armor. This is the basic armor that you would start with when you very first start the Witcher 3 video game. And it's just been a lot of fun to work on the project only during the live stream. We don't make anything happen while you're not looking.
Really have not worked on it at all.
At all.
Even though we probably should have, we haven't.
Right. Now, the one thing I did do, this is kind of funny. There was a point in time when I made a lot of chainmail off screen just to get it done. We lost it. So the one piece that I have made off screen isn't here anymore. So everything you see has happened on screen. Yeah. But the best part about doing any kind of live stream isn't the building and the completion of the project. It's the fact that we get to talk to all of you. And this is an interactive thing. So please say hello in the chat. Let us quickly know or tell each other how your holidays went. And for those
What
of
are
you...
you working on while you're watching our live stream?
Exactly. What are you working on? Because I know a lot of you will turn us on and set us in the corner of your workbench, and we're all kind of working together. And for those of you who may be on my Patreon, I do have a Discord-only Patreon channel specifically for the live streams, but just in general. And I want to say thank you to all of my friends who are on that Discord channel, because it's from my point of view, it's fairly active, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And we have Toby and Bruno with us.
And we have Toby and Bruno with us.
Well, there's Toby. Bruno,
Right.
you guys saw his butt earlier.
There's Toby with his bright blanket. Let's I'll pop chat out.
Bruno heard we were talking about Toby. He got
Right.
jelly.
Some of those guys are just jelly all the time anyway. There you go.
They like each other.
Hey, Dan Does Junk was the first one in. Hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
So what do the dogs get for Christmas? Is what Dan asked.
They got a bunch of squeaky toys, and there is one left. Yes, and the Christmas morning, I hear the door open, and then not even minutes, like a few minutes later, I hear squeak, 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 squeak.
Oh, okay.
Bruno had found his little hamburger. There's this little hamburger toy that's his favorite toy.
Right.
We bought it in the past several times, and he will keep it nice forever. He'll hide it from Toby. He won't let Toby have it.
Right. As the dogs were chewing up the rubber mat last week.
Yeah. He keeps his hamburger Well, Toby finally gets it after a few months. Well, we found it again.
Oh, good.
Wherever we happened to get that toy from, because I always just get clearance cheap toys.
Sure.
You know, because it don't last.
A couple of days, yeah.
So I bought 2.
Oh, good.
And I gave one to Bruno before Christmas, and I was going to give Toby one on Christmas. And Bruno found it Christmas morning before Toby even had a chance, before any presents were open. I hear squeak, 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 squeak.
Wow.
So Bruno had a very Merry Christmas. He got his favorite toy in duplicate.
I'm going to imagine you didn't hide this at a Bruno level. He got up on something to find it.
It was in a stocking.
It was in a stocking.
In the
Oh,
tote.
okay.
Like he
Oh,
got it.
okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm proud of him in a weird way. You know, like go Bruno.
Yeah. G-Man Fortress. Hello. Yes, I have seen your name a few times. He's just G-Man Fortress is asking. Remember me? I come to almost all of your live streams.
Hello, G-Man Fortress.
Tideway Jack, hello back. Toothpick 19 apparently has today off and can actually watch.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is like that time right between.
It is, yeah. Presto loves it when I make My Hero Academia. Cool, thank you. I enjoy that too. It's a great show and it's fun because of all the different potential projects. I haven't decided what I'm going to do next. Unfortunately, Dark Shadow didn't do so well.
In the comments. Dark
Right?
Shadow didn't do so well.
No, it's one of the worst performing videos I've done in years.
Really?
Yeah. Just like, that's a bummer. Nobody cares about inflatable props. Yeah. Thank you, Jack Smith. Jack Smith just says, I like your shirt, Odin. Thank you.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. This was a Christmas gift to me a couple of years ago. So, yeah, 2018. That's the right year, isn't it? Yeah, it was 2018. And me and my family, I got invited, and I brought some other people to a tour of Pixar. And this was one of the shirts that was purchased for me as a Christmas gift afterwards. So I actually, thought today would be a great day to wear it. It's, I gained a little weight. I kind of got Jack Parr's body going on, not Mr. Incredibles, but that's okay. It's neat that I actually get to wear my Christmas gift from 2 years ago, the day after Christmas. Anyway, so thank you. Yeah, I'm excited that I have a Pixar shirt from the Pixar gift shop. It makes me feel all special.
Too legit to quit.
Too legit to quit.
Right.
And so big thank you to Athena, who isn't watching, for inviting us down and giving us a tour of the facility. That was very cool.
How do you know they're not watching?
You're true. It's true. I don't, but I'm
Just going
willing to bet
assume.
dollars to donuts that, which actually doesn't work anymore, does it? So, okay, you guys out there in internet search land and knowing colloquialisms better than some of us others, dollars to donuts as a saying, I've heard this many times. This has got to be old enough to where donuts cost less than $1, because at this point, if I give $1 for a donut, I'd be ahead.
Yeah, it depends on the donut market. I'm
Right?
not gonna lie, they're about 75 cents a piece depending on where you go.
Okay. Maybe I just buy the wrong ones.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
also Anyways, I'm gonna let you hammer.
Okay, I'll hammer. Connor Cook, happy holidays. Are you Mr. Incredible? Wearing a shirt. Dan Does Junk is working on a Death Scythe Gundam armor. And as you guys can see in the comments, he says he's finished the body build. So I'm going to quickly scroll through here. Steven Rodriguez does a nice emoji. Show. Let's show that one. T-shirt red, baby, double eyes, 2 things and squares. If I wasn't wearing the Incredibles 2 T-shirt, I wouldn't get what that says. But very cool. So thank you. Hello. I'm going to start pounding to, that sounds great. I'm going to start pounding with a hammer on rivets, grommets, to get this moving along, which is going to help audio a lot. So I'm going to step aside.
I think I'm gonna start with knitting some more of that chainmail, because if I can get this back piece, we can get it together.
Right, but we've never gotten that much chainmail done
In a whole, so I might as well get started.
just do the get started or just do the gusset part.
Gusset part? What gusset?
The front piece. You're
Yes.
going to sew on the front piece.
Except for I took my sewing machine home last week.
Oh, right. And you didn't bring the sewing machine back?
No.
Oh, then yeah, that sewing isn't going to happen today. Okay.
It's okay.
I'm going to step off camera. I've got an anvil.
We
and
have
I'm
your
a tiny bit
sewing
further
machine.
away from the... we do.
So,
Tiny bit further away from the microphone.
worst case scenario, we will be fine. Where's your folder of all of the...
Now I'm missing.
Yeah, that's... Oh, I found it.
Oh, okay.
I will... Oh, hi, Toby. How are you? Okay. Hey, Cosmic Caramel. Caramel or Camel? Camel.
Camel.
Is building Legos while he watches.
Oh, sweet. I also got Legos for Christmas, which, you know.
What's that?
I got the, specifically as a gift, I got the 40th anniversary minifigure book that comes with the orange classic Spaceman. Because
Spaceman.
I'm a classic space fan, whatever. And so I'm very happy to have the orange Spaceman.
Have you done the helmet yet?
What's that?
Have you done the Spaceman helmet yet?
Nope.
No,
I
not
have
yet.
not done a Spaceman helmet. I haven't, I haven't done anything classic space. So the only thing I've done is Lego Batman.
Yeah, that's the only Lego piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought about it though. I'd like to make the. It's labeled as a torch, but I like to make the. It kind of look like a gun from classic space. It's got a handle with a big barrel in the end. That this is great. 'Cause, hey, hi, I'm over here. Really, it's me. How's it going? Anyway, I wouldn't mind making the classic Lego torch element. 'Cause I wouldn't mind making the accessories that the classic spaceman had.
Yeah, and it's not technically a gun.
No, it's not. It's a torch. It says so.
Where's that stabby thing you were using last time for these? Is that in the drawers below
Yeah, it's in the drawers.
where I'm not looking?
So here's a stabby thingy.
Oh, perfect.
I was also using that stabby thingy.
Alright.
And for Christmas, we got a stabby thingy.
Toothpick 19 says, I knew Odin could handle a puppet. Is that the first?
Could be.
Did you do Smosh puppets?
No, I never did Smosh puppets, but I did do puppetry in college, as
Okay.
well as just played around with them many times. Grew up watching The Muppet Show.
People are thinking I'm talking to a hand.
Of course you're talking to a hand. People make careers out of talking to hands.
Pretty much, yeah. But seriously, like all the puppet stuff, you weren't any part of any of that
No,
one.
none of it.
None of the music videos?
None of it, no.
Bubblegum, not...
Not bubblegum, no
None of
puppets ever happened.
Because I built puppets in your studio.
Yeah.
Several times.
Right, but I was never there for any of those shoots.
Okay.
I never made sets for puppets. I never made props for puppets. I barely made some props for a food battle. But even those I was never part of.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just assumed you were...
Right. It's something that you guys talked about constantly, but no, I wasn't there for that.
Okay, am I talking to the hand the whole live stream? Oh, Lord, I'm laughing too hard.
Here comes a whole new talk to the hand.
Okay.
I just wasn't on camera, so it made sense.
Oh. I feel like maybe if I pop out these before I pull it. No. Then I'm just losing it. So people are saying... Would love to see you and Adam Savage get together for something.
So would I.
Right? I totally...
By the way, Adam tested. I'm only 2 hours away from San Francisco.
Maybe a fan.
I have met one person who tested. I will horribly mispronounce his name, so I'm not going to do that to the poor fellow. Super nice guy. And, yeah, I would love to meet more people.
Yes. Post-pandemic.
Exactly, when we can. Because as I'm reading, looks like our coronavirus, the shutdown, what is it called? It's going to get extended.
Yes, but the light is at the end of the tunnel.
Right.
We're getting there.
Oh, yeah, we're getting there. It's happening.
It's happening, but eventually.
Eventually. I don't just mean it's, what does it call it? It wasn't, it has to do with the... something or other. I'm seeing my phone flash. I will look at my Patreon and my Patreon Discord in just a minute. Just let me get done.
I'm actually like putting him to work.
First. Right, I'm putting me to work. Unlike last week where I didn't make a dang thing.
We have Bo McLaughlin.
Bo McLaughlin?
That's how I'm going to say it.
Sure, is that like Kyle's brother McLaughlin? What?
Probably.
Sarah's brother?
Well, he is currently working on a Mandalorian build right now, but would you
Oh.
consider making the spear in Season 2?
This is hilarious. Hand puppets! Oh, there's Hey Waynard, I know that guy. Would I consider making hand puppets with a spear for... You know, it comes up a lot. And what's funny to me, as a guy who makes... the spear... in and of itself is really not much different than, say, that. There's very little more to it than that. There's a slightly less decorative spiky bit. Now, for the sake of helping people make one for cosplay that's easy to break down, and yeah, maybe. Because it's literally kind of, hit 4 if you would. It's literally kind of this. Can you see the lines that are in it? That's all there is on the body of the spear, and there aren't even that many. And then the head would be a different piece of Sintra, sharpened and made a little different than this one.
So it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
It isn't. It's probably be a...
But it was so simple that you kind of overlooked it.
The first time I saw it, I kind of overlooked it because it wasn't that long ago that I made Gungnir. So it's like, yeah, well, it's doable.
Maybe. It's on the list now.
I think one of the things I really need to do for 2021 is to be nice to myself and to my editor and try and do more.
Yes, you have an editor finally.
I do have an editor.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. I've done... So you do something, you do it often, you kind of get used to it, and you want to challenge yourself. It gets to be where you really want, in order to hold your attention and get excited about something, it's got to be something that's like, oh yeah, I can do that. And it's not trying to top what you've done before, like sequel-itis that Hollywood's got, but it's just the slightly more...
pushing yourself forward and growing.
And after a few years of doing that, it's getting to be where I can't do that every week. And so maybe a spear or more masks, or I really need to alternate between
beginner projects and a little bit more advanced
beginner projects and a little more of a challenging projects. Yeah, it's a little simpler projects and a little more involved projects. Yeah.
But isn't that like the idea when you go to a con in general? I'm just gonna make this one easy.
Yes.
It always
and then you
starts
don't.
out so
and then it's
simple.
like, oh wait, I can do this, and it just escalates.
Oh, I can make it light up. Oh,
I can make it light. Oh look, making that levitate's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah, right. Somehow I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, good for you. Mandalorian spear is not outside of the realm of possibility. But this last week I worked on Mechagodzilla. This next week I'm going to work on Mechagodzilla. So that's what you're stuck with for the next 2 Wednesdays. So, sorry everyone, you get to watch, robotic kaiju. After that, one of the things I saw a lot in the comments, maybe Beskar Spear would be a better plan to do after Mechagodzilla because it'd be kind of nice to have, something a little simpler. So I did the Cyberpunk Sword last week, right? It's still there, yeah. It's over there. I don't go pick it up. So many people in the comments, and I didn't even really think about it, talked about how it looks like Genji's sword. Am I saying that right? From Overwatch? It's not Kenji. I'm pretty sure it's Genji. Only difference is there's 2 big differences. His is green, and the glowing cutting edge is actually fully connected to the back of the katana. It's not a separate piece that hovers out in front of it like the thermal katana does.
Yeah.
And everyone was saying, you should make this. And I look at it and go, huh.
Almost did.
Almost did. I could actually do things with this that might be able to improve on what I just did. Plus, the way it's made allows for a different mode or a different way of building because I don't have to make all the lights be self-contained within the only part that glows.
Because you have more space to put
You have
your
more space to put
battery and power
Right.
elements. Yeah.
And the other thing that occurred to me that didn't occur to me with this, with that sword, with the thermal sword, I specifically use a particular type of plastic. By the way, Matt, if you're watching, thank you for all the emails. We've had a lovely chat back and forth about transparent red plastic. Specifically, the plastic I was using is a fluorescent transparent plastic. And in addition to it being fluorescent, it is made specifically so the light, when it enters from the sides of the plastic, the clear sides you usually look through,
Yes.
it refracts on the inside and makes all the edges glow up, light up and glow.
Okay.
You know, the more you have, the brighter the light, the better it glows. Well, it also reacts extremely well with black light. And the green one particularly reacts extremely well with black light. So I'm tempted to take the Genji sword, run a bit of black light LED behind the sword to light up the green plastic and see what we can get out of it.
That sounds like a fun challenge.
So that was a long-worded way. Yeah.
It always starts out simple.
Always starts out simple, but in the end, it's really not much different than what I just did. You know, it's a strip of LED behind plastic. So in the end, it's not much different.
Yeah.
But it's also got sawtooth, so it's got a lot more cutting involved.
Right. Mark Knight, what is Felicia actually doing there, please? LOL. Okay, so Odin lost the back of the chainmail. So I am popping out some more chainmail to make the back piece. And it's super exciting. Because 3 or 4. There.
Because we get to do this.
Because I get to pop out the little polka dots. So it's easier to link together. That's what I'm doing, is just poking them out. And Odin is banging rivets because we finally got the rest of the rivets.
I went out last night and finally just like 15 minutes before they closed, bought more rivets.
And they're the wrong color, but it's okay because I didn't like the color we had anyways. So we were going to spray paint them black.
Choices were limited.
Yes, you can get what you get.
Yeah.
You get what they have. And then we have Toby over here. I don't know why he's whining.
So, would you guys watch a puppet show live stream? I mean, would that be interesting at all? Where you just gotta bring the cameras a little closer and just kind of do the thing.
I wonder how many puppets we have. Because there's the striped ones that I made.
Right. But do you have at home or?
No, I was wondering if they'd be here at the studio because would they be in the back?
Look at me in the back. I haven't seen puppets run here.
Oh, okay. Well, I've left them all here. Also,
Okay.
the skeleton puppets you helped me with.
Right.
The dancing ones.
Right. You know, some of those got repainted and repurposed, but they're supposed to. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't think the whole 2 hours, but you know.
No. I don't know. Maybe we could just dress Toby up like a puppet.
Oh, there you are. Dress Toby up like a muffet. Battlestar Galactica.
Wolverine Scratch is asking who's getting the KFC games console, and I just found out that was a thing, and I kind of want one.
Right.
It's real.
It is, yeah. Which is like, wait a minute, this is real? How is this? How is this real? Is this working? This isn't working.
Is that not working? Do you have it going the correct way? Because there's definitely a prettier way than...
It's the same way I've always done it. I'm putting the plate in the back that goes against the person, and the mushrooms going in the front.
Okay, it's just what's wrong. Are you doing it too?
Hammering it enough? Okay, I'm not hammering it enough.
Okay, because you had to do it lightly to not over squish, but these
Right.
need to get squished
These
more
need
than
to get
the other
squished
one.
more than the other ones, yeah.
Okay.
Just tired of consistent failure, you know?
Mark Maker JP, he's late, but just painting in his studio. Painting.
Hello. Oh, there it is.
Toby, are you telling me you need to go to the bathroom?
Possible.
I think they need to go potty.
I think they do. You need me to come back on camera?
No, they can wait.
All right. Don't need to wait. Don't need to make them wait too long, because.
No, I know. but they're very good about it. It's just Toby's letting me know that Bruno's getting to his... Yeah, there we go.
Capacity?
Yeah. All right, I'll take him out.
All right.
Come on, Toby, Bruno.
Sorry, let me drink my drink off camera. Hi! Now I'm stuck here all by myself and I'm gonna freak out. No, I'm fine. Hey guys. Jack Harris says Omnitrix, please. All right, Jamaica JP. Gold Nectar, sorry, but the hammering is too annoying. Yeah, I've always been worried about that. I don't know how to go about. I mean, other than not doing it during the live stream, which is obviously the best plan. But it's such a sharp sound. It's got to be really bad for those of you that are wearing headphones. Not a problem that it's really annoying. When Felicia comes back, I'll go into the other room and finish them all off. That's not an issue. I've always thought that was going to be a problem, and I've had a lot of people try to tell me it's not. And I'm only going off of one person here, but. Jeff's 3D Model says, Odin Makes plush merch. That would be interesting. I'd have no problems having some plush merch. That'd be pretty cool. Connor Cook is talking about how, I know you did, I don't know why I'm paraphrasing, you guys can read this too. I know you did Hofund, Heimdall's Bifrost sword, but can I do Conan's sword? I've looked at the Atlantean sword, and honestly, after doing Bifrost, the Atlantean sword felt more doable. It didn't for the longest time because I felt like it was a little too ornate. It ended up being too bulky to do it out of the typical foam that I do. But to make one out of foamed PVC sheet, that's a good possibility, and maybe.
Okay.
And Mark Knight lets us know he doesn't wear ruddy headphones. Laugh out loud. There's only one person on here that, in all caps, was letting me know that hammering is annoying. So I think I might just pop over into the other shop really quick and finish these.
Okay.
So I'm not. Because the yipping can't possibly be any worse than the hammering. No, actually it might be. The hammering's probably worse.
Well, to tell you the truth, if I listen to this at work, I listen to it on earphones too, so.
Right.
Yes, I would appreciate it.
Cool. Tyler Ruiz, how possible would it be for y'all to do a collab with other DIY YouTubers? Very. Like y'all get a prompt and make a prop based off of said prompt. Helmet, armor, gauntlet, weapon, etc. I tried to set one up with, I'm forgetting his name now. Friggin' Boom Toys. Man, that was horrible. I totally blanked on his name. I'm sorry, Scott.
It's the pressure.
It's the pressure.
Being live.
Right. Well, the thing is, I thought of a different channel and I knew that was wrong. So, like my first year, he contacted me and I thought it'd be a great idea. And then the idea of what we're doing, I didn't get into it, and I disappeared on him. I actually flaked on him, and so I'm really sorry to friggin' Boom Toys. I would totally be down with doing collabs with other YouTubers, and would love to try and do some sort of Zoom collaboration or something with those that I can't see in person. I think it'd be a great idea. What about you?
I always wanted to do a thing with Project Farm Guy and do safety pins, because there's a major difference in safety pins depending on where you get them and what type. And so I've always been curious.
Okay, so Project Farm Guy, he
does he tests between different brands of duct tapes and other things to see, is the Harbor Freight one worth it if it's cheaper or is it not, so. I don't know. I like his channel.
Cool.
So I would totally want to do safety pins.
Okay. At first I thought you were saying you'd be making safety pins from scratch.
No. They're my favorite tool.
Yeah, you
always have them on me.
Right.
Here's one.
Oh, okay. You are wearing one today.
I always have them just on the hems.
Right.
fix a lot of problems with the safety pin, but it is worth it to spend your money and get good safety pins because the dollar store cheapy ones are not worth it.
They just pop apart because they bend easy?
They pop apart, they snag your clothes, they get caught in your clothes, the heads get all twisted into the fibers. They're just like anything that you don't like about a safety pin, it's usually because it's the cheapy, crappy kind.
Gotcha.
So, yes.
Understandable.
Worth it to spend $10 to get a bag of the really nice ones, as opposed to $1, which, you know, I always go for the dollar.
Of course.
But, yeah. Anyways.
Gary Lamb, thank you. Sorry you can't stick around, but I love that you watch. And hey, you know, what am I supposed to say? Hey, I love you too, man. So thank you for watching and thank you for your donation. Yeah, it's
Thank
pretty
you.
cool.
Yes.
So I'm going to disappear and leave you all alone with the dogs.
All right.
I'm going to go hammer in the other room and save some eardrums.
All right. I will say hi to people.
Okay.
Well,
I
I'm-
got like 8 to do.
That's okay. Just 8. Toby, Bruno, in here. Good boy. Thank you. Oh. Manic Ermin Kohler, Among Us movie in the making. We're making an Among Us movie. Are you using our costume? That'd be awesome. Hi, Connor Cook. Are you already finished?
No, I need an anvil.
Yeah, I was like, that was way too quick.
And quiet.
Yeah.
I need my mighty anvil.
Isn't it cute?
It's very cute.
Toby, Bruno, stay. Oh, good boy. Thank you. Ah. Here, come here, Bruno. You can come over here. I promise I didn't leave. I think I just got a Toby and a Bruno. Well, thank you, Mark Knight. What's a BOTW costume? Any tips for a boat? Let me find out what that is, and then I could give you some tips. I don't think that hammering over there is doing any much better for the speakers. Is it better for you guys? Because I hear it louder now that he's on the other side of the wall. We got Ollie Zavla. Hi, Odin. My name is Olive Zavla. I live in Hillsboro, Texas, and I'm a huge fan of you. Can you make Loki Scepter, please? We will ask him when he gets back. Yes, now it's a Felicia and Bruno live stream where Bruno sits on all my projects while I try to get them done. And Mark Knight, Odin is banging on the grommets that we never finished because we had the wrong size and then we ran out of the right ones. And so now we have the right size that are the wrong colors, but they still need to be hammered in. So that is what Odin's banging. He is banging grommets into the back side of the clamshell. Okay, I'm glad to hear the hammering is not too bad. Thank you for letting me know. I won't make him stop. And all right. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with reading all your guys' comments. You guys are very fast at it. Just so you know, we are building the vanilla Witcher armor from the Witcher 3 game. We are building it out of the foam mail chainmail that we have. And we're doing, well, Bruno's sitting on it. Bruno, can you come over here? Thank you. Come here. Thank you. This is the clamshell back, and Odin has the clamshell front that he's adding the rivets to. And then we have the shoulders. And the upper arms. and the waistline. So
Unless you want to take
we're
it
working
outside.
on that. Hi, Joe.
Hello.
You got the hammer?
I've got the hammer. Did
Oh,
you
okay.
need the hammer?
No, I didn't need the hammer. He needed the hammer.
I did. He was just being nice and bringing it back in because
nice. Yay! We have the
Because
finished
Joe is generally a nice person.
Joe is generally a nice person.
You know, people
You
can
want
hear
to walk
you,
on
right?
because
Oh no!
you want
Yes.
to walk over here since you're here and talking.
I was just kind of explaining what we were building,
Okay.
but
It's a mask, Joe. That's you wear a mask. You're supposed to. Ooh, I like the beard mask. That's,
I know, right? Yeah,
it's a whole new hat hair.
Yeah, I need to trim the.
it really does give you a tint,
It
doesn't
does.
it?
Yeah.
It's quite irritating. So I need to either get a bigger mask or trim down the beard because
Decisions.
it's out of control.
Out of control.
Yes.
So this is looking good.
Slowly getting there.
Slowly getting there.
Slowly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruno.
What, Bruno?
Bruno
He's not
has
getting the
things to
attention,
say.
so
Yeah.
he is now barking.
Bruno, you want to say something to the camera?
Yes, a couple times.
Well, Moon Monkey Gaming says, "Don't trim the beard."
I at least need to trim it at least to get rid of the split ends and actually take care of it because beards,
Take maintenance.
they do, yeah. Like you actually have to wash them and trim them and
Yes, you do.
take care of them, yeah.
I'll keep that in mind next time I grow out my beard.
It's good advice. Well, I'll let you guys finish what you're going to do. I'm going to be doing
My dad
some-
let his beard grow enough that he would actually put a braid here and then bring it up with a second one and clip it here to make it really neat. Or he actually, I think he would hold it. I think he'd put a braid. I think he'd just hold it and bring it up and clip it in order to make it a neat package. Right? So it was actually really, it wasn't all scraggly on the end. And it did. It looked really good. What he laughed about was in the shower, it worked really well as a washcloth.
Oh,
For his
okay.
face. He just suds up his beard and scrub his face with his beard.
Well, the face wash that I use
Right.
is also a beard and mustache wash as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's specifically
Specifically-
to wash both your face and your beard.
All right.
So you can get that at Lush.
Hey.
It's called, I think, Kalamazoo. Good stuff.
All right.
Seems to keep my face clean, so.
Okay. I have it. All right.
Yay for showering.
Yes. Yay for hygiene.
I am pro hygiene.
For all of you who go to cons and for a number of you who know what I'm talking about, patchouli oil does not equal hygiene.
What, really?
Honest, for true.
Man. Are you saying that I have to change my underwear every day?
Socks too.
And socks?
And socks.
What
Turning
sort of-
them inside out does not count.
What sort of fascist are you?
I know, that totally sucks.
All right.
Well, sorry to get your panties in a one.
Well, I'll be brief and let you guys continue what you're doing.
All right.
And I'm going to do some airbrushing for you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You know, now that
You got his last pun in.
he did. You know that we have it all the rivets in, we could actually lace it together.
We can.
The stuff like starting to like look like armor.
Look like armor, yeah.
That's what we can work on today. I'm kind of excited about that.
All right. After how many months of ordering and fighting and not fighting, you know, we weren't fighting, but fighting to get grommets, and then
Yeah, not that hard because I don't even think about it till
yeah, I don't even think about it to the last minute either because it was set the precedence of yeah, we just do it during the live stream, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, Yesenia Hernandez wants to ask, sorry for asking, but are you and Odin related? No.
Nope. In fact, nobody who's appeared on the live stream today, including Toby and Bruno, are related.
Well, they're my babies, so.
Yeah, they're your babies. They're related that way, sure. But
There we go.
none
No,
of us are. No one here is siblings or extended family. or
No,
anything
very
like
true.
that,
No
yeah.
genetically.
No genetic. No. Snork. snort.
Odin, you should make a dog costume.
I should make a dog costume. Barf! I'm half man, half dog. Means I'm my own best friend.
I like barf. So.
Still enjoy that Tuvok was the guy that was saying they hadn't found shit on the desert planet when they were combing the planet.
Well, I'd be glad.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Right. Well, it's just another
That giant
Spaceballs
kitty
thing.
litter box.
Right.
They could have.
The world's largest cat box. It is the world. Hyper focusing on punching out chainmail and all of a sudden not able to talk anymore.
I have a question.
Okay, sure.
Is this chainmail foam
Yes.
different from the foam chainmail we started with?
Yes, I think you grabbed the secret stash of the extra heavy duty foam and didn't grab the craft foam that we were
All
using.
right, because this stuff is really nice, and I'm like, dang, I feel
Yep.
like this is like could handle some of.
Yeah, I think this is the doesn't exist, don't tell anyone, super secret heavy duty chainmail that Ben was working on. Yeah.
Okay, because this stuff is significantly better, and I really like it.
Yes, it is
So,
significantly
Ben, good
better.
job.
Yeah.
I can notice the difference.
So why are you eating the?
Aren't those terrible?
I don't know, because I just found it in my studio.
Oh.
So, Odin,
Yeah.
you eating cookies in my studio?
No, I am not. That was left over from someone else who was fairly young that came by yesterday, and not yesterday, who came by last week, who really, really wanted a cookie until she bit into this anise flavored cookie. So it tastes like black licorice and the frosting is a total lie. And
Now it's Toby's.
and now it's Toby's.
Toby
and
doesn't
so
want it.
It kind of they didn't want it either, did
I'm
they?
imagining that was Madeline.
Yes.
Okay.
I was actively trying not to say the name, but yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know if we've ever talked about Matt, but that's all good.
Okay. But well,
Yes.
that solves the mystery of the terrible cookie in my studio.
Yes.
So,
Did you want one? Did you think we had cookies and left you out?
No.
Because
No.
I brought brownies. They're right
Oh.
there.
they look delicious.
And I'm not lying. They really are brownies. They're delicious.
Yeah, they really are. She really did bring brownies.
Mostly because I wanted brownies, not because I'm super nice or
I will
anything.
totally have a brownie later when I'm not going to have a mouthful of brownie.
All right, now I'm actually going to airbrush the thing that I need
Okay.
to
Now
airbrush
that there's not
for you.
So the
Cookies.
Mecha Godzilla part. Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
yes, the Mecha Godzilla part.
Appreciate
will be
that.
on Wednesday's video.
On Wednesday's video, yes. And then maybe I can force you into more airbrushing later in the week on more Godzilla parts because I'm doing a follow-up immediately on Mecha Godzilla. I'm not going to change gears. I'm going right into the next part.
While you're still
Yeah.
motivated.
Right.
Sounds good.
Sometimes you just got to.
Yep.
I feel like, honestly, had we just stayed and made this one, just finished it in like one day, it could have been like done and over with. Like
Okay.
most projects, I just like to
Right.
barrel through.
So what you're saying is you want to do a marathon live stream.
Marathon? I don't think they would survive. They would not survive. They'd be like, what is this girl doing? But,
Well, we pick something less involved.
like, what? No.
Oh, I don't know. Let's check the comments. I don't know. It's just a thought.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Just see what we can accomplish in one live stream.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I really genuinely like this stuff.
Yeah. This is way better
The
stuff.
secret stuff that we're not supposed to talk about.
The secret stuff that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That so this is the first time I've actually tried to work with the secret stuff that doesn't exist. This is the secret stuff that doesn't exist.
And it was an
And-
accident that I pulled it out. So
Right,
this-
because it was just from the other side of the package. Because Ben sent me 2 more of the normal stuff that everyone can get, and 1 package worth of this new stuff, this higher density, better quality. And yeah, wanting to know opinions and thoughts. Worth it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although, because it's a little bit denser, it cuts a little cleaner. And so it actually does, like, break solidly, where the other one, it kind of pulls before it snaps. It'll warp
okay.
slightly,
Right.
so it doesn't like.
So this one, if you're not careful, it just breaks?
Yes,
That's kind of okay.
exactly. So I wouldn't say it's a. I'm just noticing the
You're
difference.
just noticing the difference.
There is a little bit of a difference I can tell, but there's a lot of a bit of a difference I can feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Another one that's well, I guess I haven't gotten to the. You get the perforated tabs or something that's die cut. I haven't got to that on my sheet yet. I don't know how bad the tabs are. Should be the same because it's the same die that he had made for the other
Why
one.
would it be different? Other than there's the material it's made out of.
Well, if it doesn't stretch, I'm wondering if the tabs, the little nubs, are less pronounced.
Oh, that's true. It does stretch. It does have a stretch to it. I'm just saying that the others, the cheaper stuff, it'll stretch a little bit more before it hits the breaking point, where this will snap a little bit cleaner.
Oh, okay.
Does that make any weird sense?
It does.
So it can still stretch the way we stretched it out to fit the shape. I'm not worried about that.
There was a point in time when I was actually talking to Skylar as well. Skylar is the fellow who is Cosplay Apprentice and does What the Foam. And about getting 2mm What the Foam made in black.
Yes.
Yeah.
For this purpose, almost. But
Almost, just in general. And the best honest answer I can give is Skylar's entertaining the idea. But there's a certain thing of, if you can get something mass produced, there's a quantity issue. And I don't know what the quantity is of the red 2mm foam that they've got on hand right now that they need to get rid of before they order a whole new quantity of 2mm. Yeah. So it's not like you could just order a few
supply, demand,
sheets.
and manufacturing. You gotta love it.
Yep.
It's what I studied in school.
Yeah.
Wow, we got hello from South Africa and
sweet.
hello from Asgard.
Hello, Asgard.
Happy holidays from Greece. Hello from
Right on.
Russia.
Hello, Russia. Hello, Greece.
Wow.
Hello,
Hi,
Asgard.
Odin and Felicia love the t-shirt. And then Monkey Business says happy holidays, like happy holidays.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Monkey Business.
Yeah, thank you, Monkey Business. And
Happy holidays to you too.
happy holidays to you, too.
Nicole King, hey Odin, how's it going? You probably guess who I am from the capital letters.
Well, there's that, and Felicia yelled your name out. Hello, Nicole, how's it going? I have not checked my Patreon Discord yet because I am a
Tisk.
horrible YouTube person, and
We're already 45 minutes.
already 45 minutes in. I've been banging away on grommets. I've been popping out chainmail.
I've been putting you to work, like.
Yeah, you're not letting me slack off. I've actually got some sleep, though, so I'm feeling so much better today than
You
I was
actually
last
had
week.
like some respite on your
I
holiday.
actually had some respite on my holiday. I had a good holiday.
I'm
Now,
glad.
I'm sure a lot of people would. I know big holidays, big gatherings are a big deal. I really enjoyed the intimate, quiet holiday that I had. That was really, really nice.
Yeah. I feel like of all years, this is just the year to just really appreciate the little things.
Yeah.
And just,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We had one friend, and she dropped by. She's been coming by on a near weekly basis, so it wasn't something totally out of the blue and weird. For those of you who are worried about COVID, we
It's
played
in your
board games, and it was great. And then, of course, like everyone else, spent the second half of the day on some sort of video messenger app, whichever one we were using. I wasn't in charge of that. Talking to my sons and my daughter. Okay, so I got somebody who... So I'm a stepdad, so I got two stepsons. And then I've got somebody who almost married one of my stepsons, so she's not quite my stepdaughter-in-law? Is that how that works? Anyway, so basically my daughter just lived with
Is
us,
that-
so... That's Charlotte, yeah.
Charlotte, yeah. I was going to say, I know who that
Yeah,
is.
you totally know who
Okay.
these people are. I'm
Hi,
just
Charlotte, if
avoiding
you're watching.
names. Yes, hello, Charlotte.
We are totally not avoiding names today, are we?
No, which is fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as big of a deal.
And we also are not keeping secrets.
This is totally a non-secret day, yeah.
We are telling all the secrets. The secret phone mail, the
Secret phone mail.
all the secret secrets.
Secret stuff. Another big secret, I put on clean underwear today because I did practice hygiene. So there you go.
Congratulations.
And socks. I gotta. But I'm not wearing my Christmas socks. Anyway, so it was fun. Fun doing all those things. Yeah, it was neat. It wasn't. It's not the same as having people there, but the house stayed clean. The house was quiet. The energy was quiet, and I really appreciated my quiet Christmas this year.
Nice. How much?
I saw a fuchsia bar. What's happening with the fuchsia?
That was Monkey Business. They said happy holidays.
Oh, sweet. Well, thank you, Monkey Business.
And then we have a hello from New Jersey and from Wales and Brazil.
Sweet. Hello, Wales. Hello, Brazil. Hello, New Jersey. Wales. Who's the person from Wales? I've got a Patreon in Wales.
I don't know.
Well, it's because there's a name right there.
Oh. Jack Harries.
Okay.
Harries.
Harries.
Odin
Hello,
in
Jack.
clean underwear is damn sexy, according to Waynard.
Oh, thank you, Waynard.
And Jack Harris says, oh yeah, tell us.
Oh, yeah, tell us. So just to make all of you jealous, let's go right on back to the whole Waynard thing. Waynard is a local here in Sacramento, and he got a tour of the studio last week. Partly because that poor bastard had to live with me 20 years ago. So I was all right, sure. But came by with his son, Max. Hey, Max, if you're watching, how's it going? And let's just keep those names a secret, too. And it was really pretty cool. They were really, really respectful, and they were in and out in like 15 minutes.
Bruno, what are you doing?
Is that Bruno, or is that...
Actually, that's Joe.
Or is that Joe?
Bruno and Toby are behaving themselves right there.
Oh, yeah, so they are.
So that would be Joe.
So that'd be Joe in his room. All right.
Okay, it wasn't me. Wasn't my
No.
fault.
He's not doing that whole fixation thing again.
We
is
got
he?
Jerry Echimera making an Ash Williams cosplay by you with the chainsaw and the gun.
Sweet.
Sounds like fun.
Sounds like fun. Yeah, that's... For individual character, I have done 3 props for Ash. 2 of them on my show, 1 on DIY Prop Shop. No, I've made more stuff for Thor. But that might be it. Thor might be the only one I've made more stuff for.
Okay. I had a friend who used to go to sleep to Evil Dead. Like, that was like how they would go to bed.
Interesting.
And so they put it on, like, it's okay, let's just take a nap and put on the thing.
Put on Evil Dead, swallow your soul,
and
swallow your soul.
And I hear, and I'm like,
Right.
nope. Nope. Like, who? Why?
What? Yeah, pretty much.
But apparently some people find it comforting, and I can appreciate people like that.
Yeah, I've known people you go to sleep to Along Came a Spider? Okay. I'm sure it's just what you're used to. It's noise you're familiar with. You know what's coming up if you know it.
I fall asleep to Cinderella, but
There
that's
you go.
because, put it on when I was 5 years old so many times, but I think that's why my friend ended up going to sleep to Evil Dead, because they liked it and thought it was fun.
Yeah.
So, to each their own. We got a Jide A from Canada.
Hey.
And hi, Odin from Maryland. Has anyone ever told you that you look somewhat like George Clooney?
No. I've never had anyone tell me that I look something like George Clooney. I get a lot of, you should cosplay as Happy, but either the dwarf or Iron Man's assistant. Usually it's Iron Man. Thank you. No, I have not been told that before.
And Artman 2019 falls asleep to Percy Jackson.
Oh, okay. I don't mean to be a complete dick, but I think a good number of people at the theater fell asleep to Percy Jackson. The movie was good, but it didn't... Okay, I didn't read the books. I know the books are great. I saw the movie in the theater because I went to go see it with my younger son, and I didn't have high expectations, and it didn't meet them. I don't know how to put this.
I know. Sometimes you go into a movie with low expectations, and you enjoy it more than you expect.
Absolutely. A zero expectation is the best way to go into any movie. More than once, my wife has said, hey, I want to watch this. Do you want to see it? Sure. Do you want to know what it is? No. No, just let it do its thing. I'll enjoy it way more if it's actually able to blindside me. Yeah.
There you go. Julian Turner, or is it, yeah, Julian or Jillian? Julian Turner
Julian.
says, Odin, you would totally make a perfect Mr. Incredible.
Thank you. As long as okay. I would be interested in getting maybe a hobo suit Mr. Incredible cosplay. That's this first one. His dark blue and light blue suit with this still had the eye on it. The one that he took to Edna to get fixed. She called it a hobo suit.
Okay, there you go. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait. What was the hobo one?
What was the hobo? Was this his first? The one that he had in his
Nutcase.
Yes.
I love Edna so
Edna's
much.
so
She is
cool.
my spirit animal.
Okay.
Nutcase.
I have got a friend who's Brandon might be watching. An idea that he had was to do super dads or cosplay dads or something like that. And yeah, they were wanting me to do Mr. Incredible.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think either one's fine. I wouldn't have a problem putting on the new Mr. Incredible suit. Obviously it would be the prior to bench pressing tankers from a railroad line.
I don't know.
But
You could just do the faux muscles.
I could, but
Just say, costume-wise,
there's possibilities.
I wouldn't put it past.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
I definitely did like the Incredibles costume as one of those, we're going to a superhero-themed party. I want to be a superhero, but I don't want to be Superman or Wonder Woman.
Right.
And then the Incredibles is one of those ones that I was like, well, what about the Incredibles?
The rules, yeah. Everyone wears the same outfit. It's an easy group project.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the entire team.
If one person's not there, nobody's going to be like, who are you?
Yeah, right.
That's the worst part about couples costumes is if you're the accessory couple. Like
right.
partner.
Well, yeah. There's your namesake partner, and then the partner that complements.
Yeah.
Accessory. Yeah.
Cinderella and Prince Charming. Like
Right.
Prince Charming without Cinderella, you'll still kind of get who Prince Charming is.
But you're
Cinderella
just kind
without
of
Prince
a
Charming, you
good-looking
get...
guy with medals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's doable, but there are definitely better couples costumes, and there are
Right.
worse couples costumes. So
you've got 2 sheets. Is that enough? Do you
it's
think?
enough to get started.
Tough to get started. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can pop out another one, but it seems like I can't remember if it took 2 or 3 sheets to do this. I think it was only 2.
I don't remember. I wasn't
Okay.
keeping track.
Totally cool.
But I would believe you if you told me either.
I'll just pop out another one.
Well, actually, we could start painting these black.
Okay.
Those all need
Yeah.
to
Do I
be-
have some black enamel, something other than acrylic?
Right? Like, what do you have? Do we have to make a mask, or do you have something?
Well, I can
Be very careful.
I can decant some spray paint. Just use that. We can huff some fumes.
It's always the first row to figure out which way to go next.
Oh yeah, the first row of the chainmails.
It's always the hardest. 4?
Doesn't matter if it's foam chainmail or real chainmail or what. The first row is the hardest.
Right? Because do you go this way or do you go that way? And you guys can't really see because this is not a good close-up camera.
No, I didn't. I failed to set up the close-up camera today.
Okay, I'm sorry, people. I tried. But yeah, I feel like the first piece of the second row is the worst because first row you just stick it together. It's the second row you actually have to set precedent in which direction you're going with the whole chain.
Third row.
You're right, the third row. Mark Knight thinks, yep, you should do the muscle suit. So
I should do the muscle suit?
you should do the muscle suit.
All right. One person has spoken. Make it so.
There we go. Odin, you look like Tony Stark in like 100 years.
Thank you.
That's scary.
I love you 3000. No. Okay, kids, we're inside, and I'm going to use a spray paint because I'm a responsible adult.
It's cold outside, and when it's cold outside, I feel like all your spray paint rules go out the window. Yeah, I'm going the wrong direction.
All your spray paint belong to us. So I'm going to do something that's called decanting. I don't do this on my channel very much. I see it a lot with model making when you're doing smaller amounts. You got your spray paint. This is the color you want and what you want to use. But instead of spraying everything, you do just a little bit into a cup. And then Now I've decanted it and inhaled a thing. Now I can take a paintbrush and can actually just paint it. Oh, in this case, I'm getting a really nice wash.
Well, that's because you didn't pre-mix the paint, and so you got a lot of the clear part and not so much of the pigment. See?
All right. Well, I was shaking the dang can.
Well, yeah.
It takes a lot of brain power to talk on camera.
Doesn't it? Hi, people.
Yeah, this is not working the way I want it to at all.
Matthew Bailey says, I wanted to thank you guys for these Monday live streams. Makes the worst day of the week a little bit better.
Oh, awesome.
Not a big fan of Mondays. They're my favorite day of the week right now because they're the day I have off from work, so.
Yeah, there you go. I know for a lot of people it marks the beginning of the work week, and I always kind of assumed that's why Garfield classically hated Mondays.
Because that's when he lost his John. Because John would have to go to work and he'd be all alone.
All right,
He had
there you
nobody
go.
to boss around.
Right, because John was home every weekend because John never dated. Yeah, that makes sense.
And whenever he dated, Garfield always
sabotaged it. All right.
Yeah, so that's what I always assumed.
You know, I never put that much thought into Garfield. This is way more in depth. Than I had ever given the strip.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense. A cat that doesn't work, that's lazy, that doesn't like Mondays.
Right.
But yeah, that's the day he loses his.
That's the day he loses
John.
John.
His meal ticket.
His meal ticket. Yeah, his letterbox changer.
Right? Odin, are you planning anything more from Cyberpunk?
Not directly at the moment. But it's certainly around.
Maybe if the movie
Maybe if the movie comes out. If the mood hits me again, right.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that, in order to do it right, I need to give myself a little more time to plan it and do it. Even though I knew it was coming up all along, I really labored over what I was going to do because I've really got a phobia about building guns on my channel because I just don't need to have my videos restricted monetized. Not when I'm using, my YouTube income to do little things like pay my rent. So no, it is it could definitely happen again. And certainly Johnny's silver arm is a huge, that looks like a really great idea. I just need to have the time to do it, which I kind of do. That's also part of the thought that maybe if I alternate between a Beskar spear and the pants to Mechagodzilla, that I'm not putting two major props back to back and really kind of killing myself.
Pre-thinking things?
Pre-thinking things a little bit, yeah. Where if I can get a project that I can get done comfortably and nicely in a smaller amount of time, and then I could have a slightly longer amount of time to work on something else.
Jack Harris wants to know, do you check the comments after the video is done?
I do. I don't go back and read all of them every time, but I almost always bring the comments up and I start going back and looking at the comments again.
I don't always, just because sometimes I just want to go home.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I don't blame you there. Well, when the live stream's done, I will do that, and then I've got a little bit left to do for the Mechagodzilla build, and a little bit to shoot on that, and then a little bit to help wrap up the end of the.
Yeah. This is the last live stream this year.
You mentioned that. I put it in the comments. I think we're having a visitor. Oh, not quite.
Don't mind me.
All right.
I can tell the difference.
Well, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
That means I did my job.
You did your job.
So for all of you who are watching on Wednesday, timestamp. Look at your watch right now. At this time, the piece of the Mechagodzilla neck got airbrushed by Joe. So when I say in the script, my friend Joe said he was willing to that's when that happened. So anything visually that advances the story past that point happened after what you're watching right now. Bark. So thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very, very much. And hopefully I'll have more to do the weekend. Well, it's going to be only on Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Bruno, I'll
I just need to clean out the airbrush and then guess I gotta find something else to do.
Oh, okay. Do you need to take care of them?
No, he's just being annoying because Joe came over. He's like, why isn't he saying hi to me?
Oh, he's just barking at Joe. Okay.
Yeah. Train.
Train.
They were asking when you were going to do your little train camera.
We talked about it, and I haven't gotten around to getting that set up. Is the
But
most
apparently
accurate answer.
it's well received, so...
It's a well received idea.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Mark Knight.
What happened to Mark Knight?
He's like, please shut that ruddy dog up.
Right.
This guy, he was like, Joe's here and he's not petting me, so I'm going to bark at him.
Having worked audio for broadcasts and a few other things, I'm still aware of sounds and the fact that the microphones are running. And so, yeah, having the dogs bark, it's kind of part of the live stream, but I'm usually worried about that sharp, loud sound because I know no matter where he is in the room, like a smoke alarm that needs new battery, the mic's going to pick it up.
Yeah. Yes, you guys barking is annoying. Thank you for stopping. Odin, what is your favorite generation of Godzilla? Original series, Heisei, Millennium, or the new series? I'm big into Godzilla. It's really cool that you're doing Mechagodzilla.
I am pretty big into Godzilla. Definitely a big part of what got me going on my current path. Because as a kid, in the 70s, I was actually watching Godzilla in the theaters because they were released, in the theaters. I remember seeing. I'm pretty sure I saw Mechagodzilla because that came out in '77.
I feel like it's more amazing in the
States.
theaters versus at home because
Probably
it feels
is.
giant.
It's also more amazing when you're 7.
Yes, because it's even more giant.
It's even more giant. But I knew that. I knew they were models. I knew they were rubber suits, and that in itself intrigued me. Definitely I don't know the eras as well, but the classic eras. I really like the Toho. I like the. I like them all, but I like the cheesy, campy, because they are of the classic series. So as far as the design, he got to be looking really good in some of the Millennium era. The Roland Emmerich Godzilla is an abomination. It is its own
You
thing.
may have your own opinions.
You may have your own opinions, but that movie was just WTF for 120 minutes. And the new movies look pretty good. There's still a little bit of but I sometimes I think too hard about the physics of things, and so the idea of you put a bomb in a tugboat, and you got 15 minutes, so let's throw a bomb in a tugboat, cast off, run it out underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, and get it safe from the city. It's going to take you 15 minutes to clear the dock.
I was going to say, it would take me 15 minutes to tell somebody to make a phone call to...
Right. No, it's you don't have that. It's to get
find
from
that more and more
Redwood City Slips to the Bay Bridge, not even Golden Gate Bridge, was well over an hour. Boats aren't fast.
Boats aren't fast.
Boats aren't fast. Especially when you're using a tugboat. Now, Batman's got to load up a bomb in his super secret, whatever it is, bat thing from the last, Dark Knight Rises, and fly it out safe of Gotham. Okay, fine.
Flying.
Because flying, and it's Batman's thing that's already shown to be quite adept and special at what it does. So
I can see Batman stuff being fast,
Right.
where regular just...
But you're gonna load it into a tugboat? A tugboat. A tugboat. Yeah, no. When I was younger, the Smog Monster was one of my favorites. That's how much I like the cheesy stuff. Can't remember the name. It's not Misha. That's the name of the Godzuki. What's the... Anyway, yeah. Hi, are you happy?
Oh
You're
my
like,
gosh,
I can't do
he
a
is
dang thing when you're here like this.
too needy, right? Just too much, Bruno.
Too much, Bruno.
See that look he gave me? Like, no.
I have chihuahuas. Bruno weighs a ton.
Yes.
Bruno does not weigh a ton, just compared to a chihuahua.
Well, he's a lot lighter than Toby.
Yeah, I'll bet he is.
Yes. Oh, have you even said hi to your friends on Discord yet?
I was just thinking that as I spray more spray paint. Oh, I gotta rescue that piece before it gets chewed up.
What fell?
One of the polar bears fell.
Oh. Toby?
Into the
no.
dog area.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nicole King. Odin, check the Discord!
I will check the Discord. I just sprayed something that's going
Fresh
to...
paint.
Fresh paint that doesn't have a shelf life.
Yeah, it's drying.
Yep. So let me do these 16 and
Bye,
then...
Stephen Rodriguez. You gotta
Bye,
go.
Stephen Rodriguez. Thank you for stopping by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're past our hour, but, you know, we'll get around to that, too.
Oh, yeah. I started to try and tell people what we were doing, but then you guys came back and I got distracted.
Oh, okay.
But it's the same thing we've been doing every night.
Yeah. What are we doing today, Pinky?
Trying to take over the world.
Or I guess it's Brian. What are we doing tonight, Brian?
Yes.
I feel like I'm mostly painting a dull coat. That's all I'm really doing.
Yeah, it doesn't look as pretty as I thought it would, but it's first coat.
Do this. I'll check the Discord, give these a chance to dry, and then I'll do a second coat.
Okay.
Because huffing paint in a live stream that's gold right there.
Clinically Insane is saying, are you using the spray paint to do cleanup work, I assume? I'm going to over to what you're actually doing.
Yes. What I'm doing is I've sprayed some spray paint into a cup, so it's still a bit runny in the bottom of the cup, and I've got a brush so I can just brush the spray paint directly onto the grommets, because I was not able to get a second set of grommets in the same antique bronze color, but they really should be black anyway. So what I'm doing is with a brush, taking some of the wet spray paint and painting it onto the grommets. Now, because the grommets are fairly smooth and metal, I'm actually getting a really awesome wash. I'm aging the piss out of these instead of just painting them black. So it's going to take another coat or maybe even a third in order for these to truly be black. But honestly, with a second coat, I think the bronze ones will be fine. But the silver ones
may need another one because they're pretty darn shiny.
They're pretty darn shiny.
They are not dulling, are they?
I had two choices. No, they dulled pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I had two choices: bright gold or bright silver, and so I chose silver.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong. I was thinking that they needed to be black anyway, so if they're the wrong color, they're the wrong color.
So yeah, in just a minute, I will.
Oh,
I've got
yes.
3 more, and then I need to get the paint off my brush so I don't ruin my brush, and then I will be happy to check the Discord, check the Discord, check the Discord.
He promises he will check the Discord.
I promise. During the live stream.
Kevin Brimmer? He's been asking a few times now, and
Okay.
I finally am reading
We'll answer
it.
your question when we know how to pronounce your last name. No.
I was wondering, what brand of cement do you use, and could you make the riot cannon from Transformers Fall of Cybertron? So,
Okay. First question's pretty easy. Second question, I'd have to look up the riot cannon? Riot
cannon from
cannon.
Transformers.
Okay, for some reason I was thinking barrel or
Cannon. The riot
canister. Because I know what it was. So many people ask about the Scream canisters from Monsters Incorporated. It's just immediately where my brain went.
That's not spray paint smell. Is that what he's spraying in there?
No, it's me. This is spray paint.
No, but
Well, it could be.
Okay.
At this point, Joe should just be cleaning the airbrushes, so it's whatever
the
airbrush
cleaning
cleaner he's
smell.
using.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I'm like, that's not.
Even though he sprayed
Yeah.
acrylic.
Yeah.
Oh, also the acrylic he's spraying is cut with window cleaner.
That's what I'm smelling.
Okay.
I'm like, that's a different chemical than that. Anyways,
Right.
chemicals.
Yeah, for some reason, well, I know what it is. Window cleaner is made to dry quickly and not streak.
Yes,
And-
it's
and
it's
got alcohol and some other things, and ammonia.
ammonia based because you can't mix it with bleach or you will have lots of bad things.
I just polluted the whole can.
You did, didn't you?
Yep, I do it all the time.
Oh, okay. It's not mine, so.
Yeah. So window cleaner with the Plat FX paints to thin them for airbrush works really well.
Okay, it's all cleaned out and not gonna burn. So you can say hi to your Discord friends
Yeah,
now.
I'll grab my phone so I can say hi to my Discord friends.
They
now.
miss you. They appreciate you. So
Well, that's sweet. Appreciate that. I appreciate them. Me, saying what I just said almost felt condescending, and it's not. No, that's not yours, Bruno. Things that hit the floor usually are, but that is not yours.
Poor Bruno.
Hey, look, I'm live on the internet checking my phone.
The Discord friends.
Discord friends.
No, Bruno.
Oh, I got a phone call.
You, my dear, are too annoying today. I love you, but go play with Toby. I should just put him on his leash so Toby can walk him.
Right.
So what did they say?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious who. I don't remember. I've got a contact that somebody tried to call me within the last hour, and I don't recognize Kevin's name. So.
Oh, Odin, you should make a CP30 suit or an R2D2.
C3PO suit?
A C3P. That's what it says.
Yeah, that's what he said. You dropped the 3.
What?
you dropped the 3.
Oh.
Well, at least what I could hear, you dropped it. Do3D.com had a free C3PO suit STL that you could download, and I did. Because that would be interesting.
We had the really crappy costume versions at the costume shop. Nothing ever worth.
That's pretty much it. C3PO, same thing with Iron Man, why I haven't really tackled Iron Man yet. He kind of fits the same thing as C3PO and some of these other hard suit costumes. You're either right or you're derpy. And
I would say that is a very fair assessment of those costumes.
yeah, and
So
and
easy to go derpy.
I don't know if I want to do a P3 CPO.
A P3.
I have interest. I've Brandon from Old Life. If you go back and look at the Old Life videos that I did a little while ago, he had a cast of a really good C3PO face. And that was really neat to actually hold and look at and see. It wasn't metallicized. It was just the fiberglass pull. But still, I think it was fiberglass. It may have just been resin. Still, it was really neat to be able to look at it. And I think that's a really neat idea. I'm just afraid of being wholly disappointed with myself.
Well, you also do props, not the full outfit so much.
Right. Well, a big part of me doing props is to get it done in an episode.
Yeah, because you finish one thing at a time.
Yeah.
No, it makes a lot of sense. I'm not.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes sense,
Yeah, but it's costumes, like the whole outfit, are more than just each accessory, because each accessory is amazing on its own, but...
But, right.
Yeah, and a whole outfit's a whole outfit.
Yeah.
C3PO would be fun. I did get to
C-3PO would be fun.
see C3PO and R2D2, the props, at this theater we were filming at. I did
Oh, okay.
one of those drag movies. I think it was called My Sister's Shoes. Anyways, overnight shoot in a theater, and we got to play with the props because they were at the theater that we were filming in. And I got to see a life-size C3PO and R2D2.
Nice.
And
were these the master replica mannequins, or these...
I'm pretty sure, because they were they weren't cheesy.
They weren't cheesy. They weren't like behind glass or
no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were I have a picture of me good.
Very cool. Yeah, because master replicas did some really, really good life size. They were basically mannequins. They were solid fiberglass. They assembled like mannequins. I had a boss that had the Daleks and had a stormtrooper and Vader. Vader was weird because he was foam, basically. The majority of his body was foam cast and then had vacuum form parts put over it. The stormtrooper was solid cast, fiberglass, backfilled with expanding foam. Totally just a mannequin that clicked together like a mannequin.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. And so I assume that's how the 3PO was done. I went down a rabbit hole. Have interest. I was going to talk about Tweaky from Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Anyway, The Adventures of Buck Rogers, something like that. It's a TV show in the movies from the early 80s. Tweaky was the short silver robot that ran around with Buck during the show. Very much a C-3PO knockoff. Around Tweaky's neck was a round, all acrylic flashing Dr. Theopolis. It was a psychiatric / scientist droid, but it was just a disc, like a giant Flavor Flav disc that hung around Tweaky's neck. And he would talk, and he was articulate and had like a British accent and everything else, Dr. Theopolis. Okay. Tweaky, on the other hand, would pretty much go, beady, 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 have fun, fuck. Have fun, Buck. You know, things like that. And, and that's all the Tweaky did. I mean, he did more, but Tweaky was there to be the legs for Dr. Theopolis. Max Kirkland from Dallas Makerspace. Hello, Max, if you're watching, is 3D printing a life-size Tweaky, which is only about 40 inches tall.
Okay. That's a pretty big print.
Pretty big print. Many, many parts. And I believe the actor that played that was the same actor that ended up being all the Oompa Loompas in the Willy Wonka remake. And also was a lot of the on-set...
I'm not a fan of...
That's okay.
You know...
I'm not trying to say it's a great film. Just they had the one guy and they replicated him.
No, I know.
He was the one guy.
And I think that's the one thing that I was just most disappointed in the Willy Wonka film.
Was the one guy?
Was the Oompa Loompa situation
okay.
in general, that they took one actor guy.
Okay.
Like...
Meanwhile, they didn't CG the squirrels. Anyway.
Anyways.
And he was also, did a lot of the stand-ins for the Hobbits in the long shots of Lord of the Rings.
Okay, yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. People have been talking a lot and we've been ignoring them.
Yes. So Nicole's saying that I could lift the train that interrupts your videos if I was Mr. Incredible. Yes.
But I don't know if that would make any less noise.
I don't think that would be...
I think that would technically make more noise.
Probably in the long run make a lot more noise. Might be really good for, camera.
Right?
I got Happy Holidays. Hey guys, how's it going? Smog Monster is Adora. Thank you, Rick Skinner. That was it.
Oh, I think somebody said that in
earlier. Too? Good.
Read it. Sorry.
And it was one of those things that when I was younger, I had no idea. It was just Smog Monster. I never knew the names till much later. All right. Well, the only question I'm seeing that was from today is from Nicole in the live stream saying, I got a question. What's your favorite Marvel Comics series? Mine is either X-Men versus Avengers or Infinity Crusade, the first series in the Infinity Saga. Okay. So my take on Marvel Comics is from a long time ago. I was reading Marvel Comics from early to mid 80s through mid 90s, and that's it. I really haven't read the issues much since then, except for Marvel Zombies. During that time, I really like Secret Wars. Keep in mind I was 12. Might be the Infinity Gauntlet saga, which was what the last few big movies were made on. It wasn't. I think they've redone it, but the first one I really like that because Marvel did a really good job at doing a lot of crossovers, and they used to have something called annuals.
Okay.
So you would have your monthly book, and then in the summer you would have your double or triple sized annual book that came out, and. A lot of the times the annuals would specifically cross over with each other. They would be bigger stories that weren't part of the year-long stories. So all that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I liked X-Men. I liked New Mutants. I liked... what else did I read? That was actually Marvel. I read a lot of the
I'm trying to think of all the ones that I've
DC
read.
Books. Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think I've read too many Marvel specifically, and the last one I didn't like.
Okay.
Not that it was bad or anything, it just was one of those ones that it sounded like a better story than it ended up being.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I liked Spider-Man all along.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like the Spider-Man comic book artwork a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
The Venom characters,
Their
great.
hands, just somebody drawing hands that much in Spider-Man.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I am so impressed with all the...
All the hands.
It's like
right?
very hand focused in that whole.
Yeah.
Like it's just hands.
Well,
hands.
I think a lot goes back to Jack Kirby, who did a lot of force perspective. That's not the quite word. What is it? The hand was super close to the camera, so it was huge, right?
Yeah.
So this is like it's kind of a force. There's a different name for it. You guys will let me know.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of that comes back from Jack, but with Spider-Man crawling on the walls, still there's a lot of hands and.
It's very. I very much appreciate that artwork. Like.
Yeah.
The poses, the styles, and just the hands.
Just the hands.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was there. I was reading the comics when Liefeld came through, and what was up with that Captain America? that one with the chest that was and the, who needs proportions? Who needs anything to be in scale to itself within the frame? I mean, well beyond comic book caricatures. You've got the comic book caricature where okay, this person couldn't possibly like button up a shirt because their muscles won't let their arms get in there to do it, let alone half the other things they're doing. But the Captain, there's one particular cover with Captain America, and I'm pretty sure it was Liefeld. The chest was drawn almost straight onto the camera, but it wasn't. The hips were profile, the head was profile, so he's either standing like he's either standing like this, but his arms weren't, so he's kind of it was just like what is this?
He is very flexible.
He is very flexible. People have tried to use Photoshop
fine.
to take the actor who played Captain America and make it fit that artwork, and it looks like an automobile accident. It doesn't work at all.
Wow.
They make Hulk versus Deathstroke, which was my favorite. All right. Yeah, Captain America's brutal. Looked like he had a tumor in his chest. I keep getting asked about doing Patreon exclusive live streams. I've done those in the past. What's happened and why they haven't happened is I've been living a con crunch schedule for so long. I haven't stopped to take the time to do the Patreon live streams because, if you can't tell, you're less efficient when you're trying to interact and do a live stream. It's kind of its own thing.
If you guys were fine with an uninteractive live stream, it would be a little easier.
But honestly, the Patreon exclusive ones also have are a little less interactive because there aren't a couple hundred people watching and talking at the same time, not complaining. It is a different feel. I will get more. I will start doing more again, definitely, and that doesn't help much. And I've also heard you guys talk about why don't I have something like that on the Discord? Why don't I make a Patreon video on the Discord? That could happen as well because I would be even more relaxed. But yeah,
coming soon.
Coming soon. So one of the things that I promised to the guys, and it hasn't happened. I think part of it was I started doing this live stream, which was every week. And
it's a whole nother production. It's turned into its own beast.
Yeah, it's turned into not complaining. This is a great beast.
No, I enjoy it.
And the timing's great because Wednesday's video needs to be an edit. Theoretically, next Wednesday's video should be an edit, not this Wednesday's, or even 2 Wednesdays out. But that's coming.
Are you sure that's coming? Are you sure?
Maybe.
That?
Yeah, well, once I realized I was stuttering and repeating myself, I just went with it.
No, I know. So I think I know I've said this a lot. The we're not supposed to talk about it. Stuff.
The super secret. This doesn't exist. What about it?
I want to make a full shirt out of this one. The other kind, I didn't think that it could structurally.
We only have the sheets that we have of this. Do you want to save this for doing something else and not put it on Witcher? Chances are we can get more of this if we ask real nice, but I never want to assume.
I'm not 100% sure that we'd have enough as it is.
Okay.
Because of the amount, squares and rectangles are easy enough to just create, but when you're making a whole 3D object, you end up using more than you think you would.
Yes.
So I don't think we have enough with what's in the package to do a full one as it is. So we might as well think of it in advance before.
Okay.
And plus, I don't hate the scale. I was going to do a larger scale for...
Oh, the individual rings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember I was talking
Yeah,
to
we
you,
talked
did
about
that,
that.
scaling it up because I wanted to do it your size, but I also wanted to do slightly bigger.
Right, because we're also going to use slightly thick. We were going to use the black wet the foam, which is 4 millimeters thick, so it's twice as thick as this.
Yeah, that would be dense. I
That
like
would be-
this so much better.
Yeah.
This is right. And the scale isn't bad, but I remember we talked about doing slightly larger of a scale, which would go quicker, but I don't think it's necessary. I think this is actually really a good size.
Yeah.
But I think this denser stuff that we aren't supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, this stuff that doesn't exist that we have in our hands.
Yeah.
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 I think this stuff
Yeah.
would be perfect because you know how we're kind of linking it as together? Mm-hmm. So I would just start at the bottom and just
Right.
go in a circle all the way up till you get to the armholes.
Right, because you'd want the stretch to be that way,
Yeah.
not this way.
Yeah, because the stretch would go around you and you could stretch and you could move.
Okay.
And it would stretch the ways you needed to.
Right.
Anyways, I could see how you could make
Okay.
a shirt out of this.
Cool.
The other one, the other foam, the craft foam,
Right.
I wasn't sure that you could.
Okay.
I had my doubts.
Yeah.
Out in
It would support itself, but wear and tear.
where I would be worried about armpits and
Yeah.
elbows.
Yeah.
Armpits and elbows would be my biggest worry.
Yeah.
Elbows because you'd get points just
Those
worn
good
out,
points. Right.
and then also it would get bent.
And armpits because there's a lot of
this.
Yeah.
And plus, if you're going to tear something's reaching, it would happen, right? But yeah. Okay.
So many questions.
So many questions, so little time.
What are my thoughts on the Marvel What If series? That was a great comic book series, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the What If series on Disney Plus. And I am totally okay with it being an animated series because there'd be way too much production design to go into a half-hour episode if it wasn't animated. So, very much looking forward to it. Did I ever debate on doing a Discord video chat with my patrons?
You already asked?
We talked about that.
Yeah. Jack Harris wants to know what you do with the things that you make.
Most of them are on the wall behind me. Some of them go out into the wild. I've gifted some to family and friends and a few patrons, as well as a nonprofit here in town. We were working on actually auctioning some of them off through an eBay site or something similar, but
You had to get them authenticated, didn't you?
yeah, I was trying to get. I don't have to get them. I know they're authentic, but I was trying to get a certificate of authenticity put together, and that's kind of where that's at, as well as it's just been a really weird fall, winter. In case you guys haven't noticed,
Welcome to 2020. Hope you guys are staying safe.
right?
Yeah. Huh. Marion Estelle Sangalin says, well, then again, Iron Man has so many different versions that even if you were wrong, you might accidentally be right for another one.
Right. All
Got
right.
mail?
Got mail. I ordered something. I don't remember what I ordered. Well, I'm pretty sure it's
Well,
something
now you have
that's
to
going-
open it because
It's pretty sure it's nothing that's going to embarrass me, so.
Are you
Those come
sure?
in discreet packaging.
does it though?
I have no idea. I've never worried about going in and just buying it. Oh, okay. It's my screen projector for my Nintendo Switch. Sweet.
Oh, nice.
That's right. That was showing up today.
Yay for Switchies.
Yay for Switchy. All right.
Is the paint?
Yep. Oh, David Theobald, who was actually here for the live stream. Hey, David. How's it going? David
Hi,
Theobald
David.
III is, well, not only a patron, as well as Kersey Smurf Erica. Both of them are part of a podcast that I frequent called Nerd Podcast Radio.
Oh, nice.
And in fact, last Wednesday's episode, which I failed to promote, I was on. It was me with another YouTuber, and I can't remember his name right now, talking about YouTube in general, and talked about Pathfinder and all things nerdy. And it's always an enjoyable podcast to be part of.
Oh, Nice.
Yeah, and so definitely
Go back and watch last week's.
go back and listen to last week's Nerd Podcast Radio, available anywhere you listen to your podcasts. And NPR. So yes, there was no coincidence on that name.
No, makes sense.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, definitely fun, guys. I enjoy doing the podcasts and talking, which means I really should do the Discord. But it is definitely something that same thing. It's this. So I've got a thing coming up tonight. I really don't, but let's pretend I do. The knowledge that I've got an appointment, even though it's just an audio-only podcast from 6 to 8 p.m. or 6 to 7 p.m. or whatever it is enough that I don't necessarily think, what can I possibly get done before that happens? It's more like, well, I really can't start that because I'm going to have to stop and clean up in order for this other thing to happen.
I can feel that.
And I have lost full days to something as simple as what is effectively a phone call because of just the way my brain works. And it's something I need to work through not doing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For being human. Right?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm human.
Not a robot. Shame on you.
Not a robot. I'm not a robot. Or a replicant. Or an android. Not even a low-grade metahuman. And all I got was a "Oh my God, I love you, Odin" from David. Hey, David, love you too, dude. Seriously, your podcast is a lot of fun to be on, and I know that you and Erica and Super Vegan Brian and Shut Up Anthony were it was a lot of fun being on the show with all you guys last week for the viewers. It was like. No, it was the last time. You guys only record every other week, and you haven't had a session since. You will this weekend, which I'm not part of. But don't worry, true believers. I'm going to be back at Nerd Podcast Radio before too long, talking to the guys again, because they were the first podcast I was on, and I still enjoy all of them. And they're one of the few where I've met most of them.
Oh, okay.
After the fact, but,
Yep. Do you think those are dry enough to start lacing, or do you think we need another
right.
coat?
I was doing that.
That's.
Well, okay, so we've got the coat on the bronze, which looks fine. Here's
Sorry,
the
I'm
bronze
just
and the
scratching
silver.
it to see how it'll pair up to. Yeah, that's gonna hold fine.
Let me do another
That
coat.
one really needs it. This one
Yeah.
is fine.
It's only the front.
Oh yeah, just this. Yeah, of course we did those silver ones on the front, huh? Yeah, but those ones definitely need it. What you're working on. It's these ones. Oh wow! I thought the thing wasn't working, and now I missed a lot of comments.
Oh, you scrolled and so it froze?
But Prector Argus, he's constipated, so congratulations. I
Oh.
hope you can work that out.
Yeah.
Um,
Hope that all ends well. Or...
DJ Fair says everyone for some reason believes 2021 is going to be this golden age of the world, but for all we know, it could be worse. Well, I was saying, screw 2019, so and then this year happened.
And then this year happened. Yeah, being a realist is really hard, isn't it?
But I
because there's going to be
can't complain.
No, not really.
Like, there's a lot I could complain about, especially the dumpster fire yesterday, but...
Literally. Yeah.
I'm still here.
You're still here.
And we started doing this year, so there's that.
There's that. There's a lot that happened in 2020. I think a big thing with everyone thinking that 2020 is the dumpster fire that it is because it was all new. And so we're going to go into 2021 with a lot of carryover.
Yeah.
But-
I had high hopes for 2020. I was thinking this is going to be the roaring 20s.
Right? I did. It kind of was.
Right?
Spanish flu too.
But, all the plans I had went out the window.
Right.
But honestly, I had never expected to be where I am. And I can't complain.
Yep.
I really genuinely can't. So I hope you guys are all staying safe. Staying together and
Staying together, staying safe, and
crafting. Finding yourself in this weird times. So.
You might want to hit one again, maybe. depending on what you want to do. I mean,
There we go. Hi,
we're
people.
Just hands talking again.
Watching Odin's painting. Oh, yeah, you're all hand puppets. Miss Mark Knight says, Odin Makes, if you do make a muscle suit, you only need to make it for your shoulders, chest, and arms build.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope, nope. Don't want to pad anything around the gut area. That doesn't need to be any bigger.
Well, I think that would be a good build, would be to be a basic undersuit.
Yeah.
And I've built those so many times that... Or like, what did we call Buster at Smosh? Do you remember him?
Yeah.
What was his name? Did we call him Buster after...
I think he's called him Buster, but I don't remember right now. Yeah. Because I wasn't working with him, right? Buster came along after I wasn't there for production days. You know, because I was only there...
Buster has been there as long as I have, but he's gotten several facelifts. Like, 'cause I gave him a skin, like a morph suit that was person color.
Right, I remember that happening.
But so he's had several looks.
Okay.
But I'm just thinking of the different.
I don't think we used him while I was on set.
Really? Because
I was only there for I was only on set for like a year.
Yeah, but we blew him up. We threw him off things. You know, like anytime we had stunts. That episode where you have Anthony, and Anthony. We had to.
Right. I remember seeing that come up on John's Instagram recently.
Yeah. So you really didn't. Okay.
No, not that I remember.
No puppets, no Buster.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well.
Not that I remember. But you know, it's a production environment. It's a whirlwind. It's you get it done just in time to catch your breath, and you're on to the next one. And I remember a lot from being on set and doing things that were actually happening on set, but when it became strictly pre-production over and over and over again, tiny house, you know, there's Bat Cave, there's like big things that I remember, but the general day-to-day...
But you didn't actually get to see like the toilet paper veil and all those other gags because you weren't on set day, you were on build days, and unless I
bugged you came by and showed me the veil, but you
didn't see,
I didn't see it happen.
Okay.
And I wasn't,
I'm just saying, like this year that. So I've been wanting to do toilet paper bridal gowns just because it was one of my favorite games when I was a little kid. To bridal showers, I always was the one that they dressed up, and so I wanted to do all of this stuff. And I was thinking of Anthony's veil when he was in the toilet paper dress.
Right.
And you know, after just this crazy year. That was a designer expensive gown. The toilet paper prices have shot up. I love that veil.
Did they actually shoot up?
The toilet paper prices?
Right. Did they actually shoot up retail, or is it just aftermarket toilet paper went up?
No, actually, I think retail the prices went up because
really?
they were more expensive, and I feel like the rolls got smaller. But
right.
It also could be just, you know. So. Jack Harris asks, can you make a Breath of the Wild craft video? Maybe the arrow quiver? You have an arrow quiver right there.
Oh yeah, I've got a couple arrow quivers I made for Smosh that were, passable. You know, as I played Breath of the Wild, all that occurs to me, and I've had plenty of people ask. I don't think it's totally out of VI. With Breath of the Wild 2 coming out,
you did make the Yiga Clan map.
I did, and that got a decent response on Instagram.
And that was really simple.
It was really simple.
So simple that you could have easily done a video without trying.
Right.
But yeah, I think Breath of the Wild's a great game.
It is a great game.
There's so many different things you could do on that one. Yeah. G.I. Joe Review wants to know, what type of knife does Odin recommend for cutting HD foam?
Okay. G.I. Joe Review. Is this a YouTube channel? That's kind of cool. So honestly, all it comes down to is a sharp razor knife.
If it's sharp.
Sharp is the key.
Sharpen it.
So the handle, this is a very inexpensive handle that came with a kit of knives. This is nothing special to write home about. And this is the 9mm blade. This is the smaller blade, which is thinner. I like this blade more because it's thinner and smaller. There's less mass you're dragging through the foam. I've had this particular Olfa knife for 23 years, something like that. I had this when I was working at Play. This knife I've really liked because of the ratchet feature. It'll actually lock and it won't escape. But the blade is legitimately thicker, not by a lot, than the thinner blade. So I don't go to it as much. It's really not that much thicker. But for whatever reason, I'm liking this one. Maybe just because it's thinner this way.
Yeah.
So there's less you're dragging through the foam. And this one still has an official Alpha blade on it. But even then, thank you, Evil Ted Smith, for pointing out the Kershaw honer, knife honing. It's not quite a sharpener. It's more of a honing thing, but it's
when
got
I'm working
diamond
with
dust.
cardboard, this just after every cut.
Yeah, makes a huge difference. I always thought it was like this joke with the chefs sharpening their blades because they're going to cook up Sebastian in a pot. No, it makes a huge difference. It's the difference between cutting your foam and tearing your foam. Now the blade that I've got in here, the disposable snap-off blade, this one particular one is the Blick brand because I bought different ones just for the fun of it. For whatever reason, the Blick one has held up really well, and it has worked more for me. I've been happier with it. No, that's the Alpha. It might be in there.
That one.
Yeah, it's here. You're looking at it on end. That's
Yeah,
it.
but I was also looking for.
Oh, okay.
And I don't see it anywhere.
But it's a store brand for Blick Art Supplies, and who also happen to sell HD foam, and so this particular blade I've been really happy with.
How many knives do you have? One.
A few.
2.
You're just talking about the
3,
snap-off knives?
4 blades. 5.
5.
These are spare blades.
Right. There's lots of spare blades everywhere.
Yeah, those don't
6.
count. There's more blades.
And then there's oh, you want knives? Or I was doing just
I was going all over.
knives in general? Because if you're just going this type, then yeah, there's 6 or 7. If you're going to start including all the hobby knives,
Well, I'm just saying what
getting-
you're using to cut your foam, which is this stuff.
You're getting into like 2 dozen in the shop, easy.
No, but I'm just saying at hand.
At hand, okay. Well, I haven't used these to cut foam. Those
Okay,
are
so
just,
these don't count.
no, they're just
Then why are
here.
they in here?
I don't know.
That really doesn't do. What would that be good for? It's like a bean.
Right.
Looks like a kidney bean. Little kidney.
Well, these little Talon blades are neat. This has got a bottle. There's a bottle opener and a bottle opener. California, it's illegal to walk around with this knife exposed. You can walk around downtown with this in your hand because it's less than 2 inches.
Okay, so you can have little kitty claws.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Unless something's changed since the last time I heard about it, you could walk around with a less than 2 inch knife. You could have in your hand, not necessarily like, maybe not. You don't want to be threatening, but to have an exposed blade walking around downtown, if it's, I think it's made for the whole pen knife. You're using it as a utility tool. It's legal.
Yeah. So you have plenty of things to cut foam with.
Yeah.
So if it's sharp.
This whole box is things that cuts foam, cuts foam, cuts foam, cuts foam, cuts foam.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Packages of just knives and
So
blades.
the brands don't matter as much as the sharpness.
No, absolutely. The brands don't matter as much as the sharpness. The sharp blade is what the slow blade pierces the shield. The sharp blade is what you want. The sharp blade is what's going to cut your foam. The sharp blade is going to make cutting the foam easier. Believe it or not, the sharp blade is going to make cutting the foam safer because you're going to be putting less effort into doing it. And that's true for whatever it is you're cutting. But to be specific on brands, right now, when I run out of these Blick blades, I'm going to go back and buy more Blick blades. Yeah, and I was all about Alpha for the longest time.
Oh, Toby Archer wants to know if, hi, can you make a Rick and Morty portal gun, please? Well, maybe.
Sure. DIY Prop Shop. There's actually a playlist in the in my main channel where I think it's 13 episodes of DIY Prop Shop I did. This was maybe the 4th or 5th build that I did for them, and it's probably one of the most popular. So yeah, no problem. This is all built out of styrene, by the way. The body is styrene plastic. This is a bubble wand that was cut down to make the thing. The handle is a whisk. So this is the plastic handle from just a cooking whisk. And then, it's 3 dollar store flashlights with a trigger switch taken out of a Nintendo Zapper. Since then, I've had viewers tell me exactly what type of switch it is, so I no longer need to tear up vintage electronics. Actually, I didn't tear it up for the video. Someone else had already taken it apart. I just used the piece. And this part up here used to light up. It's got little button cells, and it died a long time ago. But this used to glow with a little button down here to turn it on.
So,
Yep.
you might be able to make a portal gun.
I might. I've already done it.
Just once or twice.
Yeah, just once or twice. Okay, is this still good?
Is it?
Well, no, I didn't.
It's not dry yet.
No, it's gonna take a minute. I just meant did I ruin my paintbrush by not cleaning it quickly.
Mendrick says, "Hello, Odin and Felicia. Love your channel. I'm about to do a small version of Mario Kart shells so my girlfriend can throw me at me when she's mad. Ha ha ha. Greetings from Germany. Nice. Stay healthy, you two. Don't you have one of those floating around?
That is one that I've made 2 of, because I made one for Smosh.
Yeah.
And then it was the very first prop I made for my own channel, because I had already done it and I just needed to do something quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
when I started my channel, it was something I was doing in addition to working at Smosh, in addition to DIY Prop Shop, in addition to having a full-time job at the local PBS station. So the videos needed to be really quick.
yeah.
Since then, I've gotten, now that it's the only thing that I do, the builds have gotten way more complicated and involved.
Dan Does Junk says, I need to visit Blick Art on How one of these days. I've
Yes.
only ordered from their site.
Yes, you do. The store is it's a toy store. It's they've got a little bit of everything, and I found out the next closest Blick from the one on How here in Sacramento is Berkeley.
Really? I thought there was one over on...
It's like University Art or Old Rick or something.
It's not the same brand.
It's not exactly the same brand.
All right,
It's
because I
not
thought
the
there was
Blick.
one up over...
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because you at this point, I walk into the Blick to buy my HD phone because I can.
Because they have what you're looking for.
They have what I'm looking for. They've got it on the shelf.
Yay for that.
And that is so nice. I can't complain about mail ordering stuff. I used to as a kid because it was always 2 months for it to show up. That doesn't happen in this day, but it is nice that it's right there.
Yeah, that you can go in and you don't have to wait for things to ship.
Yeah.
So I want it, and I want it now.
Yeah.
Nicole King says her uncle Tommy went to Berkeley. Congratulations. And Hung Nguyen says hello from New Zealand.
Hello, Hong.
Hello. And we got a greetings from Sweden. Greetings in Sweden.
So I've got a non-live stream question
Okay.
from John Joyner.
Oh, John Joyner. How are you, John?
Hey, John, you're not actually in the live stream, but we're going to talk to you as if you are because nobody else knows you're not actually in the live stream. At least I assume you're not in the live stream. So John Joyner directly texted me. John was a cameraman for Smosh, and we actually
We had 2 Johns as cameramen.
We did.
There's John Joyner and John Jimenez.
Yes, we did.
the
So
same
this
time,
is John Joyner's without the H. And even once John got himself a really cool reoccurring gig, we continued to rent cameras from John. John asks, what's your go-to place in town for foam? I know you mentioned Harbor Freight for the thick stuff, but what about the thinner foam? Oddly enough, we just answered that question. So John, if you're watching, it's Blick Arts on Howe Avenue, close to Fair Oaks in the university area. And my go-to is definitely HD foam. That's my favorite for the foams, and that's available in 2mm, 4mm, 6mm, 10mm. Soon they'll have 4mm as well. I'm told that they actually are going to start carrying it. They hadn't before. They only had the 3 sizes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. The thinner stuff.
Yeah.
I was surprised that they didn't have it in the first place.
Yeah, me too. I thought they did. But then no, they didn't. Now there's lots of other places you can get foam. Michael's has their own brand of foam, and I've worked with it. We did the Black Knight.
Yeah.
It works, but it's got a really weird, slick feeling to it.
It's really soft.
It's
like,
really soft, and
it feels wet, but it's not.
It feels wet, yeah. And for that reason, the spray paint and the plastic dip is kind of stuck in a different way.
Does it affect the way the plaid paints?
Not that I remember.
Just curious, because
Right.
I remember those paints soaked up differently than
Right.
other paints on foam.
Yeah. Those paints are made for foam.
I know, so I was just wondering if it works
it's a
on
great
that
question.
foam differently.
I'm trying to remember if I used it directly on that foam or if I had done everything with. No, I didn't plastic dip it because I couldn't get plastic dip from. So I did paint directly on it.
Bruno, you, my dear,
I know, that's why I put him down
just
before.
too much.
Um,
I know, but then he was like not leaving my leg alone.
right.
Oh, yeah, you, but go away.
Other foams, there's the Ayahan foam from Joann's. Another one of those interesting foams. Again, not bad. It's a very soft foam, but all the rods and dowels and other shapes that Joann sells are more cast. They've really got a skin to them, and that like wrinkle when you compress them. They're really very interesting.
So that doesn't sound like it's a positive.
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Can be. Depends what you're after, but it was very interesting.
No, keep things to keep in the back of your mind. Yeah. Somebody was asking, does the foam at Blick Art Store come rolled or flat?
It comes rolled.
Okay. But that's not necessarily a bad thing because you can heat relax it, can't you?
Yep.
You can iron it, but don't iron directly on it. I would
No, you
suggest.
didn't want to iron it. HD foam available at Blick Art Supplies. You can buy it at blickart.com and oftentimes get free shipping. This video not brought to you by HD foam. I'm just being a goofball. No, it totally comes rolled. So this is a 6mm roll, right? This is 6, isn't it? Yeah, okay. And making sure also I didn't have 4 on hand. And then a 10mm roll. So this is a centimeter thick. And both of these are, it's American, so it's 60 inches of roll and 60 inches, so it's 2 feet by 5 foot roll. Most foams are sold like half a meter by a meter and a half, or 1 by 2 even. So totally comes in a roll, and really not that expensive.
This is pretty dense.
This is very dense. That's why it's HD. It's high density foam. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
It doesn't look as dense as it feels.
No, and it's great. I really do dig this foam, and I really appreciate that it is a light gray in color because you can use pencils with it. Yeah.
The little things, right?
The little things.
Travis Worrell would like Worrell.
Okay.
Worrell. What is the most commonly used tape in your shop?
Masking tape, painter's tape.
I was gonna say masking tape, and then I would say gaff tape. Just on me.
In my shop? Okay, on
Me.
you. Yes. For me,
Personally.
probably cheap duct tape. So those are the
Because
two
that's
that I'm
good for
replacing the
casting.
most. That's, yeah, for making my patterns.
Yeah.
So yeah, I use a lot of, in the shop, I use a lot of blue painter's tape. I use a lot of cheap duct tape for pattern making. And I use a lot of transparent paper tape, scotch tape for putting my patterns together.
Yeah, paper. I like Scotch Magic tape specifically, the green one,
Right.
when I do patterning.
Sure.
Because that one you can re-stick and stick,
Right,
but it holds. You can write over it.
right.
All these little tiny things that you don't think about until you have the wrong tape when you're patterning.
Right? Till you get the dollar store slick tape that nothing sticks to.
Oh my gosh, but I definitely have a favorite tape for pattern drafting, and
Right.
that is the green Magic tape from Scotch Tape.
Understandable. I think they're really... Well, hey, it's 2 o'clock.
I think he's letting us know, like, geez, are you guys done yet?
Right.
You know?
Doggies want to go outside and do doggy things.
No, he just wants attention.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
all
don't
he
know.
wants. No, Toby would get us to tell us that Bruno needs to go potty.
Oh, okay, good.
And that's what he did last time. Okay.
I'm answering John. 'Cause
Okay,
I
yeah.
really don't think that he's watching the live stream.
Okay, because... Connor Cook says, I know the last April Fool's video you did was the Odin blank, but I was wondering, seriously, if you didn't make props, what would you want to do instead?
So what I want to do as a video instead? As a video series instead?
Well, just what would you do instead? But...
That's a really tough question because it's been the building props, the building stuff for video, the building, that's been my thing for as long as I can remember. And I don't just mean working YouTube. I mean, I was doing Halloween costumes and Halloween costume props for friends and Rocky Horror Picture Show cast props in the 80s. I mean, this goes back, you know. So, I don't know. It would probably be something else film production area related.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's everything. You know, it's I don't mean it's everything. It's been watching movies and knowing that people are making these things and there's a ton of group of people behind putting these things together that I'm watching. You know, as a kid, knowing this, right? I never wanted to be in front of the camera. Yeah. Of all the ironic things, I never had a desire to be a host and to be in front of the camera. Surprise!
So who knows?
So who knows?
But you'd still be making things.
I would still be in some sort of production, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I would be doing right now.
You know?
No, because I didn't know what I was going to be.
Right. I had no idea what I was going to be when I grew up.
Well,
My favorite answer when it was, so what are you going to be when you grow up? My favorite answer was always older. For the most part, that's really all I am. I still got Legos for Christmas. I still got a video game system for Christmas. I still build hobby things on camera for a living. I'm still a kid.
just in case you guys are wondering, this is Bruno right here.
Can you see Bruno?
Well, he
He's
was up
way
there.
too dark.
Yeah, he was coming up until I put the camera on him, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Now I'll behave."
Right.
But oh my gosh, he is just very needy right now.
Meanwhile, we got Toby's rump on 3.
Yeah, there's Toby. He's
Toby.
behaving. He
He always behaves, unless he's
He's been
unless he's
crafting
eating
with
the
me
floor.
his whole life, so
Oh,
he
okay.
knows to stay off my fabric while I'm cutting.
Well, that's good. It's
And
important.
he is very good about trying on his costumes.
Toby loves his
He
costumes.
loves his costumes. But yeah. Hisham Hazan Abdu, what did you study in college?
I went to college. I went to junior college. I went to a community college because I believed that was the next thing I was supposed to do. So I didn't have a major. I didn't have a goal. I took things like, well, I should be taking these, you know, so the basic
Gen Ed?
gen ed type stuff. But I took a lot of computer science type classes. I actually never took any theater classes, but I did take sewing class. I did take a couple of puppetry making classes, and I did a introduction to pottery class. Which I ended up going totally in the wrong class because that one you had to go out in the field and dig up your clay and make your clay from scratch.
Oh, cool.
Which was neat, but that was not where I was at that point in time. I wanted to make kites. So yeah, that's kind of what I did, and I never actually graduated. I think I'm not far from getting, what's the basic community college one?
Associate's
AP?
degree?
Yeah, I think I'm not far from that. I think I would put in like 2 semesters. I could probably manage that, but that's where I'm at.
I got a bachelor's degree in fashion design and marketing and merchandising.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I have enough college credits to get a couple associate's degrees
Cool.
in similar fields, but I transferred and just went for my bachelor's instead of finishing off the associates.
Okay.
But that's what I studied, fashion design, marketing, and merchandising.
Nice.
So marketing, merchandising, and design. And it's what I do.
I remember taking photography classes too.
Yeah, that's how I met Dean Tacuno.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. He was my fashion photography teacher, and then we run into each other on set all the time.
Nice. Yeah. All that dark room and chemical knowledge. Really using that right now, aren't we?
Well, I was thinking, I remember scratching together, trying to get $200 so I could get the camera I needed for the class.
Right.
With the specifics, everything that they have.
Right.
I just spent that on what?
Yeah, basically.
I have better cameras on my phone now.
Yeah.
I still have that camera, by the way, that film camera.
Oh, I bet.
Haven't used it since college.
I can still vaguely remember not only the smells, but you get the dark bag where you got your new film and your... No, we would buy film. So this is unloading the film and putting it into the canister to develop it. So you got the dark bag that you, with the double gusset, that you reach inside of to take your camera apart, to take your film out so you can move it into the light tight box and you take it in to develop it.
I remember all of that.
Yeah, and you had to put it into the spiral thing so you could run the wash through it without crimping it. Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yay for technology, we don't have to do that anymore. Yes. Hey, Odin, did you see Adam Savage make some Bigfoot feet?
I have not watched the full episode of Adam Savage's Wookiee Feet. It popped up, I went, oh, cool, and I saw an hour and a half, and went, I can't commit to that right now, and it hasn't come back. I would totally love to. I made Wookiee feet. I made Bigfoot feet. Really cheeseball ones. They were like a 1 or 2 night process.
I've made lots of Easter Bunny feet.
Yeah.
Like I've done a lot of
Right.
I'm really good at covering shoes now.
There you go.
Saying, so if you ever want to do a tutorial of we cover shoes.
Cover shoes? Sure. Maybe we should. Maybe we should make Bigfoot feet or something.
Well, he did Bigfoot feet. We'd have to do like some.
Well, I would do Bigfoot feet because specifically what I had done had big cartoon toes.
Yeah.
He had Wookiee feet that had the Wookiee talents. If I remember
you'd
right.
want toes.
Yeah, I'd want toes.
You want.
But what's funny is 3 different occasions, because now that Adam is cranking stuff out, right? Because he's shooting his own stuff and just...
Super impressive. Stop it. You're making it harder.
There's been 3 different times like, oh, I was going to do that. I still can. I just don't want to do it on the tail of Adam. I need more time in between me and his video.
DJ Fair says, so the Smosh you've been speaking of, did you work for the Smosh that was popular on YouTube, or is it a completely different thing?
That is the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ian, Anthony, Smosh, shut up.
Smosh, yeah. Shut up! Yeah. That used to shoot in Sacramento, the city that we're currently in. Ian and Anthony went to the same junior college I went to. I just happened to go a decade or so earlier. Or 2.
We're the same age, me and Ian and Anthony.
Oh, okay.
We were all born the same year.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't go to high school with them, but I had friends who went to high school with them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So, yes, it's the same.
The same one.
Yes.
The very same.
Yes. You could see us in the behind the scenes.
A lot, yes.
Okay, Artman 2019 says, I watched your video on the walking cerebro from House X, and I was thinking you could cut a new piece from the same polycarbonate and spray the back with SPAD 6 comb spray, but spray it lightly. Does that make any sense to you?
Almost all of it except the product. Everything except the product made sense.
Okay. SPAD 6 chrome spray paint. I wonder if that's...
SPAD 6 chrome spray paint. Okay.
That's a really good chrome or something like that?
Might be. It could be worth a shot. The other one that was recommended was All-Clad, but that's an airbrush product.
Okay.
And apparently a lot of the chrome visors that are done as props are done with All-Clad because it's airbrush. It's thin enough you can see through it. Interesting. Okay, thanks.
That was Artman 2019.
Artman 2019. Thank you. Where did my Discord go? I want to make sure that I'm not...
Dan Does Junk says SPAD 6 is used for RC bodies which are made of polycarbonate. So that would make sense.
There you go. Okay.
So thank you even more.
And then, yeah, they probably are a little translucent. Okay, cool. So I should be able to go to RC Country and get that because Dan Does Junk knows where that is. Okay, cool. Spaz 6.
I like that store.
Yeah, that's a fun store.
Yeah.
Right.
Dallas Drums says, hello there. Hello there.
Rodimus is asking, hey, Odin, what's your favorite shirt you own? You seem to have a lot. I've got quite a few shirts. I just cycle through them because it's fun. It gave me a place to wear them.
Because, you always wear the same black shirt for filming
production, yes.
purposes, but I never seem to wear the same thing ever.
That's fine. I never expected anyone else to wear the same thing. And it's funny, Max realized that when I was doing a Makerspace. He was watching the video back and went, oh, look at that, my shirt keeps changing. He's like, yeah, that's why I wear a black polo constantly. But if you look close, the buttons change because they're different brands and there's a black polo.
Right? But since we are here 2 hours,
You're here 2 hours
you
for...
can actually show off your lovely clothing collection.
And once we determined that, yeah, I'm not going to be reusing this as a video later. These are a standalone thing. They exist here. This is it. So I didn't have to wear the same shirt to make 8 weeks worth of content cut into one video.
Do you think you will ever make a Harry Potter prop?
I have made a Harry Potter prop. I made a golden snitch.
You did make a golden.
I made a golden snitch, and it's up there in a glass dome, so I'm not going to go grab it.
I see it though.
DIY prop shop. And it has been a running joke between me and Joe Gillis, the creator of Beyond Geek, a PBS show about the... Anyway.
On Amazon.
And Amazon, thank you. Yeah, you can see it on Amazon. Today I'm going to make a Harry Potter wand. And then you just have a shot of me outside. Pick up a stick. Oh, there we go. Done! Which isn't fair. But
Yeah.
Because, the Willow wand is way more like that. But a lot of the Harry Potter wands are very nicely lathed. They look like very fancy
I went to
Maestro
Harry
batons.
Potter World and I saw the whole display of you could see everybody's wands and
There's a lot of character in
waited
there.
in the line thinking I was going on a ride to only be waiting in line for a giant sales pitch.
Yeah, for a giant high-tech
wand
gift shop.
experience. Oh my gosh, if that's ever a sales pitch that you're trapped in. I can't believe I waited 3 minutes for that. But
Hey,
yes.
they're Bluetooth wands.
Fancy wands.
Yeah, and they interact with the experience outside. All right. I totally want to go do the lightsaber one. And we were planning on doing that this last spring.
I would do that.
That
but
suddenly is on hold for some reason.
yay for plans this year and next year. We'll see
Next
when
year,
we.
yeah, I'm looking forward to next summer. Maybe we'll start to have something kind of normal-ish.
The light at the end of the tunnel.
Light
It's
at the
near.
end of the tunnel, yeah. It's coming.
Okay.
So it is 2:10.
It is. Wow.
We haven't even started our first final goodbyes yet. But it is 2:10 California time. And typically Felicia and I like to live stream from noon till about 2 o'clock on every single Monday. And just know that we're going to be back next year, which is only a week away, and doing this again. And we same bat time, same bat channel. And chances are it's going to take us 15 minutes to sign off, just like it is again this week.
Always, right?
Always. So seriously, the live chats are fun because we get to talk to you guys.
Yes.
It is the show. The interaction is the show. The making something is pretty much secondary. It's kind of what my channel's about, and it's fun getting something made, but do you see how much effort I put into it? Thank you, Felicia. But the live streams are great fun, and so thank all of you who have all of you who have stuck around for the entire live stream today. Thank all of you who are still here right now listening to me ramble on about how the heck do you say goodnight. And Felicia, you don't just exist in the live streams. You have an entire world and life outside of this. If anybody wanted to contact you or bother you on, say, like social media, do you have a handle that you want to share with the fine folks on the spot?
Hello, internet strangers. I only have an Instagram account. It's ish_87. And Toby and Bruno also have an Instagram account.
Okay.
They have Tobaby Gomez. They're both on the same account. Tobaby_Gomez.
Gomez, okay.
Yeah.
So Tobaby is like it's Toby, so it's the word baby with a T in front, T-O, right?
Tobb.
BB. Oh, TOBB _ Okay.
Toe baby. So
Gomez. And
Yeah.
Eesh is EESH
EES
_87.
Yeah, _87.
Nice.
So.
Because it's sort of a shortening of Felicia, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My friends call me
It
Ish.
took me a while to figure that out.
Right?
Right? I'm Odin Makes on most everywhere. Instagram and what is everywhere. YouTube. Hey, hello, how's it going? I'm Odin, and this is my channel, Odin Makes. Yeah, thank you. Definitely. And we got... So
we
yeah,
got some more knitted.
2 is definitely not enough, because you've gotten through most of the 2 sheets.
I think it's about 4.
It's going to be about 4. Okay.
I think it's about 2 when we did each of these things.
Okay.
But I think this one is a solid 4.
It's a solid 4. All right.
And this is curling so much more than the other stuff.
Because?
Because it just really wants to hold its shape.
Right.
But I really like this stuff. I think this one
Yeah.
really just needs to be heat set, but we're gluing it down, so it's not going to be a big deal.
So I'm seeing, is it just people saying, my glasses are off, so I can't read that
Well,
far
people
away.
are actually being very interactive. We have, hey, it's 10:10 here in the UK, so
Nice.
yeah, 10 p.m., right?
Right, yeah, 8 hours ahead in the UK. But I've known that for a
Yeah.
while, and I try to judge. I judge most of Europe based off of UK as far as time goes. Yeah, I really have no idea.
Greenwich Mean Time.
Yeah, Greenwich Mean Time.
Yes, JP Maker says goodbye. We have
Bye bye, JP Maker.
we have I love you. I'm from Brazil for Margado Tech.
Thank you. Love you too, Margado. Thank you for watching Brazil.
And Squid Stick likes your shirt, Odin. So
Oh, thank you, Squid Stick.
people
Yes,
definitely appreciate your shirts.
it's fun wearing different shirts.
And Hishamu Abu says, "Have a nice day, guys."
So if anybody's got a 2X or a 3X shirt they want me to wear to promote something, I don't really want to wear offensive shirts, so keep that in mind. Feel free to send fan mail and weird random objects that are mail safe.
It's dangerous asking the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I don't need to have anthrax sent to me. I have a PO box. You guys are welcome to send stuff to if you want to actually send me something real, and that's going to be PO Box 874 in Orangevale, California. Orangevale is all one word. It's Orange VALE 95662-0874. So PO Box 874, and that's my PO box. I've been checking it once a week since I first talked about this. I'm going to continue to check that once a week, as much as I can. And anytime something shows up, I will open it up on air. And if I happen to see that it is completely inappropriate, I'm going to announce it, and I'm not going to show it off. So it's not going to be that much fun to send me something that's not appropriate. But
Although it might be fun.
it might be fun.
It might be fun.
It might be fun.
Anyways, we like swag.
We like swag. And if you want to send her swag, feel free to send anything you want to Felicia as well at the same P.O. box, and it will also get to her.
Okay, so people are saying goodbye, good night, Odin and Felicia. Southwest Idaho says see y'all around. Well, I guess you can start greeting us with a nice welcome to Odin Talks now.
Welcome to Odin Talks.
Yeah, you can hear Odin interact with you.
Yes.
So
I know there's lots of different ways that you can do a live stream and talk to your audience, but this is how Felicia makes. She disappeared.
sorry, I was being
Right, no, it's all right. But
Yeah.
honestly, no, thank you very much for being on consistently and being here and a huge part of someone to talk to. And thank you for making Mondays very enjoyable for the latter half of 2020.
Well, thank you,
Yeah.
and thank you guys very much for letting me come. So, I think it's ready to sign off. You ready?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
I'll walk over and try and find the button at this point in time.
Yeah. And maybe I'll actually read.
Yes.